All right. I should be audible. Music is very audible. Sorry for the delay. I was supposed to start earlier. Welcome to Knock Up Stream. God damn it. Let me fix my camera before I started. I Okay, no. No. So I was looking, okay. I was looking for my Shaka check and I couldn't find it. So I started the stream and I was like, wait, where's the jacket? And then I was eating lunch. It was a busy morning, guys. I apologize. Give me a second to finish eating this pasta and then I'll start up full way. Welcome to the Knock Up Stream, guys. Oh god. Oh god, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no. It's so scuffed. Oh jeez. Yo, what's up, Dax? Yeah, I've gotten a few complaints about me eating on the call because apparently the microphone catches every like bite and saliva-y swallow. So I'll take care of the eating, then I'll start the stream. Kind of pasta? It's Alfredo with grilled chicken and broccoli. The last video is amazing. What's up? Is it Johan or Johan? You're too strong? Appreciate that. Pressing the impact dial, hacking into the Dendemushi line, entering Part Vision. What's up, Stefan? Y'all should check out the 50/50 podcast with Sai. It's my new favorite podcast. What's up, NP? Someone, you know what the funniest part about that? Like, I'm not memeing when I say, like, someone came, like, you guys know on TikTok, I comment on every video that's on my feed, essentially, because I like when I see people that are my viewers are on the same feed as me. And so someone commented and it's like, I know you from the 50/50 podcast. I was like, no. Am I still depressed about Shaka? No, see, this is the real play, Wheezy Bird. This is a real play. I was gonna wear the jacket in like solidarity, you know, like with like, cause Shaka's not dead. I don't think so, right? And oh, I just realized something. My screen overlay is not showing up. Hold on, that's a bigger problem. Oh, jeez, ow. The hell? Okay, I'm so sorry. God damn, I'm so sorry for that. God bless it. My bad for making for me to eat. It's so that stream I can stream longer, you know? Yo, Lucas, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Also, Gun Nasty with the $10 super chat says the stove on knives, sharpened ingredients, prepped. Yup. Oda's cooking this week. Damn. I'm like devouring this. Ooh, we got another super chat from Flandy Man. I'm on the last bite. Oh. Hold on, let me try to fix the thing, then I'll read the super chat. That's hilarious. Gato, El Gato, are you capturing? Oh no, that's a bigger problem than everything else. Okay, the way to fix this is to reinitialize it with my Switch, and then it registers it. Give me 1 second. I apologize, guys. We're gonna try and go through this chapter fast. Except hopefully you guys can still hear me, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. Except from what I know, the spoilers came out very early, which means that this is a crazy chapter. Or it's not a crazy chapter. There's also that. But it's probably a crazy chapter. Okay, that should fix. You guys should be able to see. Can you guys see what the hell? Man, okay. How do we go about this? We go about this the good old-fashioned way then. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna do this the ratchet way. Give me 1 more second. Didn't think I'd have to pull out the ratchetness. I'm gonna have to redirect it through my secret means later. Sunny, join, share screen, boom, go live, boom, boom, TCB, view all chapters. Okay, got that done. And now the second thing is to do this. Sorry guys, I should have checked. The thing is, all right, so I'll tell you guys why this is happening. You remember how I said I need to fix my computer? I did it. Your boy did it, right? The problem though is I should have checked for these small finicky things, but if you guys are in the Discord last night, you know why I wasn't checking for these things. Oh my goodness, wait on. Someone in the chat has to be from the Discord last night when I put out the most cracked theory of all time, right guys? Right? Like literally this is gonna be the best theory of April. Also the first theory of April. I love that theory. If you guys don't know, it's in the theory section. I tag the theory pings people. Okay, there we go. Should be able to do this and then this. There we go. There we go. Look at me go, guys. And I better not see any slander for that theory, okay? That theory is cracked, okay? Where's the overlay? El Gato, there we go. We did it. We did it. All right, let me take a sip. Let me take a sippy sip. The Zoro furry theory? No. That's a real theory, okay, NP? No. In the Discord, I put I know Zoro's first ancestor and Luffy's mom. Believe it or not, they're one and the same. In between the lines. What's up, guys? Garb Haki no Mi. That's wild. Alright. Partners blowing minds? Yeah. Pablo, you were there? Did I finish the chapter? No, we're just getting started. I had some technical difficulties, but you guys know me. There's a lot of difficulties. I'm not gonna bring that on myself, but we try our best here. Okay. So So I finally fixed my computer with a 2 TB M2 chip. Everything should be solved. No more stream delays because my storage is full, empty now. And yeah, so we should be good. There we go. Flandy Man. Before we get started into the chapter, let me just read this $20 super chat. It says, when we got Kid VP, I wish Shaka would have saved him. And we got a couple of chapters of Shaka and Kid Vegapunk running around and Shaka protecting him. And then Shaka takes off the helmet and it's Pedro Pascal. Bro, that flashback, like right before the bullet hits, from last chapter, you just see like the flashbacks of Shaka like, oh no, Vegapunk, I've tried to save you all my life. That's appreciate. That's a thing. That's a super chat I'm gonna be thinking about. Like right before I go to sleep, I'm gonna like have flashbacks. I swear. I wish I had my Shaka jacket. Like I don't know where I put it. I always somehow lose this jacket. And maybe that was the greatest foreshadow. Which is sad. But I was gonna wear the jacket. What's up, Emiadot? I was gonna wear the jacket because I feel like, you know, I said it lastly. I feel like Shaka's not dead. I like the ideas. But let's find out. I'm gonna be sad. Especially if this guy dies, then we're gonna have these flashbacks. We're gonna make our own backstory for Shaka. You know what? That should be a stream. If Shaka's dead, we make like a heartfelt backstory for him. Unironically, I think Pedro Pascal would be a great pick for Pedro. Not a bad pick, you're right. Alright. Made a mistake with Trafalgar's name. I saw someone chat that. Oh. I was saying his town was from Flevens. It was from Italy. I think I said his last name is just a reference to like French wars. I don't know if I said it was from Florence. Florence is Water Sevens, right? Or is that Venice? Venice? Flevens and Florence? Or is it Flevens and Flevens is Italy? I don't know. Whatever. We'll talk about that another time. Let's get into this chapter. Escape limit. Escape limit? What does that mean? Okay, so Oda's done harassing us. Okay. Oh, there's a bit of input delay. There's a bit of input lag. Oh, I apologize, guys. Let's see how long it... Oh, geez, that's gross. That's actually disgusting. Why is there so much delay? I think it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be interesting because then I'll react and then the screen will go there and it's like, why is he reacting? All right, 1078 escape limit. I don't think there's many ways that you can turn that. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me just reiterate. I'm gonna try and get to the chapter as fast as possible. Though again, because the spoilers came out early, I'm sure this chapter is crazy because that's what usually happens. Like I was getting warnings on Sunday, which is scary. Oh my, like I'm pretty sure the official chapter for 1077 came out and then people were like, don't be online. 1078 spoilers there. I'm like, God damn it. But welcome to the knock up stream. Get knocked up. Oda's knocking us up every week at the latest chapter. I haven't done that intro in a while. You guys can't meme on me. That's a canon thing. Oda did make the knock up stream. He's knocking us up. And let's see how today's experience goes. All right. So we have Germa 66 flag. What the hell is this? What is this? What is this marriage? This is the marriage that was supposed to happen on Whole Cake Island. They should have replaced Sanji and Pudding with Judge and Caesar. Is this Oh no, the shoulder the Judge. Yo, what's up, Tachi? Yo, the that is like an olive branch right there. That you only do that to a bro. Like, you don't turn over your chest and grab them on the shoulder. You know what I mean? That's like, man, that's crazy. Cause like, you know what I mean? This means you trust them, because Caesar could have a knife and just like shank him. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that in the hood unless you're cool with the person, right? You go for around the back so you have control of their arm. It's common self-defense, but Judge letting go. And so not the Neomads. That's better than Neo Germa, because Neo Germa would have been too on the nose. Like, I don't know if Oda is aware of Neo Germa, because that's a real thing that's happening right now in the United States. But yeah, Neomads definitely better pick. Neomads was formed. All right. Pretty interesting. I like the okay, so you know what's crazy about this? You know what's actually kind of sick? This, someone way back, once we found out about Germa Double Six, someone could have theorized this. And the way they could have theorized, it would have been a short. You could have theorized it because of the gas, right? And you could have said, like, when Caesar joins, the G's in the gas are going to change to sixes, and it's going to be 6AS, and it's going to say gas. And so he doesn't have to change any of his fits because it matches still. 6G, it's all the same. It's kind of crazy. It's like Caesar was made for Germa Double Six. Oh no, oh no, not the gas route in Germa. Oh god, Oda, please. We get it. I can't say what this is supposed to be, but we get it. You didn't need to throw in the, not the gas. Oh, all right. That's too. And on volume 33, Oda's numbering, bro. Oda is in his numbers in the calculator. Okay, Oda's note for this week. I thought I didn't know anything about Chikawa, but it turns out I've been using Nagano-san stamps online for ages. I publicly admit defeat. All right, so that reference is something I have no idea about. Let's see. It's probably about Order 66 from Star Wars. Not necessarily, but that could come into play for sure. Oda cooking it up, that's crazy. Oh god. Yeah, see, that's why I try to move on quickly. You can see Ichiji and Reiju left and right. They're both like back turned. They're like, oh no, not Caesar. They should be happy about Caesar. They should think Caesar's the goat, like literally because he has goat horns, but also like he's Ganja Man, bro. Like, why did Oda pull out Ganja Man in the cover stories? I would have loved if Ganja Man came out in Punk Hazard. All right, let's see. Lab Interior Egghead, the island of the future. Who's on the other end of the line? Uncle Kizaru's coming here? That's a little bit late to find out. Also, how is this thing floating? Hello? Speaking about mathing, that's not math in Oda. How is that thing floating? And how do I get that technology? Ooh. You guys know I am now renaming this character to Bussy. She is no longer Stussy, she is Bussy, bro. Bussy, you can either go Bakken Stussy Bussy, or you could go Bat Stussy Bussy, bro. Either way, this is Bussy. Hi Bussy. Bussy meet the class. Class meet Bussy. If you guys don't know, watch my short, watch my TikTok. Oh, I haven't posted on Instagram. Busty. I love making jokes in those shorts. Okay, so then in the second floor, building B, we on the detective stream we said that Bonnie would be on the first floor, building B. Be interesting because I don't think we've seen the first floor, building B yet. That's right. CP0 was meant to wait for his arrival after eliminating the doctor. Oh. Wait, so but they don't know about the Gorosei guy yet? Because Kizaru, they're only talking about Kizaru. Yo, imagine if Stussy said like she name dropped the Goro. Wait, why isn't she name dropping the Gorosei? I wonder if Jinbei should know about the Gorosei, right? Because the kings know about it, and he like talked to the king, and it's not like I'd imagine like the king's right hands would all know about the Gorosei to some. Like when Cobra left to talk to the Gorosei, what did he tell Pell and what's the guy's name? Chaka? What he's like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom, like, and then no, he had to tell him about the Gorosei, right? Huh. Actually, let me put up a poll. Let me put up a poll on that one. I wanna know what you guys think. So let me start a poll. The kings know about the Gorosei, right? Like, they do. I feel like that part's important at least. Yeah, Emu's a secret. The Elder is common knowledge. Okay. I'm just gonna throw that out. Is anyone gonna tell him what Bussy actually means? CJ Sage, enlighten me. I mean, I feel like since I made the joke, I know what it means. All right, so back on focus. Back where we're the epitome of maturity here, guys. Okay. That's interesting because, man, I'm gonna hold that thought about the Gorosei. Does she know? Does Lucci and Kaku know about Saint Saturn on the way, or is it just Kizaru? Because that is so interesting. Because Kizaru's the relayed information to Kainu was that Kizaru's on a mission that was pre-authorized or a pre-planned mission. That would insinuate that meant Saint J. Garcia Saturn was involved in that from the very beginning. Or did Saint J include himself, and why? Okay. The government's pulling out all the stops, huh? Indeed, I think they consider this incident to be far more severe than Ohara, which is interesting because they sent Aokiji and Akainu, but they were vice admirals, so, you know, 2 Logia vice admirals being sent to Ohara, though, is kind of crazy. I guess they just didn't have, you know, HR didn't have, you know, the best delegation at the time. For one, the doctor not only continued the scholar's forbidden research, he's taken it much further. How did she know that? Because the Cypher Pol agents that went there were captured. So how did they get the information that how did she know? Has she been back to Egghead since? I guess she's been to Egghead since. Okay. Second, unlike Ohara, Egghead actually has formidable combative and defensive capabilities. Duh. Like, you guys commissioned the Seraphims, bro. When you put it like that, it's no surprise they're coming loaded for bear. Huh? Loaded for bear? I feel like that's either mistranslated or a really heavy pun that's above my head. Luffy's. Call me if there's any developments. All the other transponders on the Labo Stratum are down. Okay, interesting. Factory A, Fabrio Stratum. You heard the lady. The Navy's gonna try and repeat history here, so learn from it. You can't afford to hesitate. Oh my goodness. Sentamaru, you can't just... That's the number one rule about leadership. You don't cause a panic. You Sentamaru, this is why you're not vice admiral level, bro. Is Sentamaru even a captain? Sentamaru even a captain? Prepare the ships. We need to get off the island. Quickly before the Marines show. Listen to Sentamaru-san. Bro, what the... Yo. Oh, what does that shirt say? But remember last chapter we pointed out this little dude? This little dude, you can't tell me that wasn't the same eye. Oh, no, we have to go back to the last chapter. Hold on. Really quickly. That's so funny because we have been talking about this. Like Oda, usually when you put background characters, you don't like keep them consistent. Like, but he's designing them and keeping them consistent. Where is it? Where is it? Look at this dude. Look at this dude. like, like, hello? That's Edison, bro. Like, stop lying to me. When we saw Edison down here last week, I was like, nah, ain't no way, bro. Where is he? Where's my dude? Where he at? Wait. Oh, it's further up. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, I did miss it. It's not a kid. It's not a kid. There you go. There you go. Look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, can he make... Does he have eyebrows? Imagine this is just like Chopper. Like Chopper's little brother. Abducted. Vegapunk went to Drum Island for the Hito Hito no Mi. And he was upset. And so he took the closest thing to it, which is Chopper's little brother. Which is what Chopper's parents had after they were disappointed in Chopper. Wait, what? Is this Frankie? Hello? Alright, that's interesting. I wonder if Vegapunk was monitoring Frankie while Frankie was in Karakuri Lab. Makes you wonder. Third floor lab. Building C. Usopp Lilith. You damn brat. Ah, Frankie's left, both legs are, you know, if you weren't... I'm not gonna say it. You guys figure out what I was gonna say. A cat. I was gonna say I'll cash out the person who gets it right, $5, but I'm not gonna do that. Even if my right side's frozen solid, my left can still pack a punch. If you repent, I'll let you off easy. You know, they should have given, like, they didn't need to give Usopp that face. Like, it could have been the adorable face, right? Like, aw, she's so cute. Why did they give him, like, the, I'm looking at literally Boa Hancock face? Like, this is, I get it, it's not lust, but it's still, like, that's not the face of, like, aw, it's cute. Also, that nose does not help. Clatter. Ack. Uh-oh. Wait, you can't freeze Pythagoras, though. Ryro, do you know what I was gonna say? Do you know what I was gonna say? Why, a snake? Who ordered you to do this? Wait, wait. I get it, he's a robot, but like, wait, what? This is murdered? Yeah, thank God Sanji's not here. Thank Oda, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I could not defend. I could not defend. I'm tired, bro. Stop making me defend all that. Oh God, bro. That's brutal. Frankie's like did we really leave Frankie's left side so he could watch Pythagoras get like beat down like that? Like just not the Michael Bay, bro. Not the Transformers movie. This is Terminator. This is legit. This is Terminator, right? Like, this is probably like just a... If Terminator had a manga, this would be a panel. Like, I will be back. Oh, Randy's gonna have a field day with this one, I'm sure. Wait, I said wait. Damn, I gotta make a theory on these eyes. I have something played out, but I have to think a little bit more. Second floor building. Also, those earrings are really cool. Very cool earrings. Second floor building. A. All those screams and explosions. I hope everyone's alright. Alright, Alice. Alright. Oh, wait, Alice is flying? Man, she can't be the Katak. Also, she's here. So that kind of eliminates Alice. But it does not eliminate Alice as somebody who could have possibly told St. Saturn something. So, got my eye on you. I tried checking. It seems the Seraphim are running amok. Quick question. Yo, El Baffy, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you. Ooh, you got Mega Migs in there. Robin is hot here. Okay. Keep your pants on, personal computer, Mr. PC. Okay? I'm not joking. But the way Robin's power works, she can only spawn limbs where she sees, right? Like, she can't spawn a limb on the other side of a wall, right? That doesn't make sense. It has to be where she sees, because I was thinking, like, Robin's power is so cracked for, like, spying. But I don't remember her using it like that in Onigashima, which she should have. Not in Onigashima, in Wano. But, one thing's for sure, when Nami screams, a certain someone will always dash to her aid in an instant. Is Robin saying that? Wait, is Robin saying that? That's kind of adorable. Robin can go wherever. Facts. If Robin's the one saying that, which it looks like, that's adorable. I love that. We should focus. I bet everyone's pinned down. And she trusts. Yo, Robin Sanji ever since Onigashima? I like this. I like this a lot. That trust, that mutual trust. Since they're all fighting. And she was right. Ah, that's beautiful. The Straw Hats know each other. Since they're all fighting, what if something happens to Vegapunk's main body while they're distracted? Ah, good point. Ooh, Atlas, this is where you spill the beans, bro. This is the way Dax also in Skypiea, she used eyes in the cloud, but she spawned it from her arm, right? Like, she spawned it from her arm and like spawned it from her arm thing. So I don't know if that's like hacking, but interesting. Okay, so this is a point where Atlas can self-report. This is a part where Atlas can self-report. If she self-reports about this and says something like, nah, it's fine, or don't worry about it, you know, like, then it's interesting. But this is thank you, Robin. That reminds me. No. Don't give everybody this. First Shaka, now Alice. That reminds me, there's a room that's been sealed off for a while now. I wrote it off since that place isn't very useful, but I'll talk about it after. These people are horrible at hide and seek, bro. I don't know if it was just me. I played hella hide and seek when I was a kid. That's the first place you check. Come on. We should go check. Lead the way, Atlas. Oh no, wait, hold on. What if Alice is... Alright. A good detective does not... It's innocent before proven guilty, okay? We're suspecting her, she's not guilty. But she could be leading them. But she flies, right? She flies, okay. Third floor, building A. Wait, hold on, one second. I just want to confirm something. How do you get to this? Okay, so it's first floor of building A. That's how you get to B1. So they have to these people. So Stussy and their group should converge. Should converge. Oh, you know, if you're thinking a detective like, if the culprit wants to escape, right? If the culprit wants to escape, then they only have one exit. This could be a this is good. This is good. Oh man, imagine if there are events. Edison, hang in there. Well, I'm off to scout for Vegapunk. Oh my god, Brooke, you had that the entire time. Okay, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. People just forget things. You know, if I was a ghost, if I was a skeleton, I would forget my ectoplasmic power sometimes too, all the time. It's not like I just used it, you know, in almost every arc since here, but it's fine as long as he remembered. Brooke, he's just a skeleton. He doesn't have a brain. How can you blame him? Okay. Moving along. Jinbei Seraphim. Wait, that's kind of cold. That's kind of cold. No, they were fighting Ash. No, I meant Brooke like prior. You know, like when they said like, "Hey, let's go search for Vegapunk." He could have like sat down. Ooh, and you know what I mean? Like, he could have Danny Phantomed. You know what I mean? Like that's like, why wouldn't you? Riz True. Bye guys. Welcome to stream and hope you have a good time though. Yo, this is cool. I like this. Sanji's just like, what you trying to do about it? You look like a Lunarian, but I am a Lunarian. Oh, and look at their matching eyebrows now. Aw, that's cute. They're more similar than different. Sanji, you have to look past the fishy smell and the complexion, but you're not Zoro, so you know, you are known as Blackleg Sanji. That should go a long way. Don't act so surprised. This is the undying power of love, Elemental Haki. And we're just gonna skip past Sanji. wait. Did everyone else get like a page and then we just get like a strip? Sanji gets punched in the face. Okay, moving along. This is the undying power of love. Skip. Fourth floor building A. Oh my god, the editors hate Sanji, I guess. Huff, those damn flames. Why aren't their backs going out? What are you trying to do? Zoro, it's because King threw the fight against you. Why aren't their backs going out? Because they have brain cells, bro. Oh, I'm so upset. I forget where this was, but we had over the last week, I that One Piece talk, I feel like multiple places there was an argument about how dumb King was, and so I'm just like riled up about this. Why aren't there flames going out? Because they're not choosing to be stupid. Forget that. Where the heck did Hawkeye looking? Rins. Careful, bro. These they can throw your back. The adult versions. Yo, El Baffy, thank you for the 6-month sub, bro. How did... What do you mean he must have ran off? Didn't you just stop him from chasing Shaka and then you just like... There's only 2 of them. There's only 2. How does he... You guys know what I mean? Look at the circle besides Kuma. Yeah, this is... Oh, he... Papa. Okay. Thank you. Who said that? Reese? Shout out to you. Reese, you're a goat. So this is what happened. They don't communicate because they have not spoken yet. Right? They just don't talk to each other. Mihawk and Kuma, they're both Seraphims. Oh, Zimble too? Okay, got you. Shout out to you too. They're both like they're looking up ahead, right? They just like make eye contact. And then Kuma was just like, go on without me. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's just like he just made the decision. There's no way like the S-Hawk was just like, and then Kuma's like, and then it was literally just Kuma just goes, it just fucking boop. He's just like boop. No, like imagine you had that much synergy. You know, that's like Luffy Zoro synergy. They didn't even talk. Kuma was just like, bye, peace. So quick that they didn't even notice. And the thing is, Luffy and Zoro know the power too. He must have ran off. I don't know. I feel like it makes more sense that they weren't they didn't run. He just got boop. Odds are he reprioritized the order of his targets. He could be focusing on thinning the herd, saving the toughest for last. Okay, fair enough. Technically, guys, there's 4 Zoans here. Technically. Eliminating your weaker friends would rattle your stronger fighters and handicap them. Huh. I'll chase him down. Zoro, you don't have to like... You don't have to make it feel personal. I get it's Mihawk, but it's also like you're making the skin color feel apparent here. Zoro, quick, go... Oh, I don't have to say the skin color thing. I could say the friend. No, I'm joking. Quick, go and help him. Usopp. No. Did he call him Usopp before? Did he call him? He didn't ever call him Usopp, right? Did he call him Usopp in Enies Lobby? Please tell me I just forgot. That's like it'd be even funnier if Soja King was here and Luffy just is like, I don't wonder where Usopp. Oh, Usopp, you look a little different. Before he gets lost, man, what a bother. Slow down, Roronoa. Gum Gum. Wait, who are you calling Usopp? He remembers Usopp. Look, that's respect. That's respect. See, the thing is, Kaku should remember. Kaku should remember. He called Kaku Usopp. I love that. He should remember Usopp. Why? Because the progenitor of the Mihawk is a sword theory. Is Usopp. If you guys remember, in Enies Lobby, Usopp became a sword. He became Zoro's sword. His third sword. His hand sword. He didn't have Usopp in his mouth. He had him in his hand. And he held his own against Kaku. I'm just saying. Don't sleep on it. People can become swords, whether it's just becoming stiff. You know what I realize Usopp has crazy core strength for that. Kaku almost lost to Usopp, not Zoro. Hawk Gatling. I'll blast that fire away. Huh. Use your pathetic brain, Straw Hat. It doesn't matter how many times you try hitting it. That won't work. Oh God. Oh God. That. Okay, only one day remains before the infamous Wait, what? Usopp Supreme Green. Wait, this narrator box? What in the hell is this? Only one day remains before the infamous Egghead incident. However, the wheels of this tale were set into motion 3 months ago. Okay, so 3 months ago, that timeline checks out. Are we gonna find out? But also, isn't this like... Was this like Ace Blackbeard? No, yeah, Ace Blackbeard, right? This moment set off a war. Like it was either there or Saba Odi. Like This small incident caused a storm. The wheels. I need the translations on that. The wheels of this tale were sent in motion. Wheels? Gear? Hashtag gear 6? What? How are you going to have this narrator box on top of what seems to be Bonnie in the most devastated face I think I've ever seen in One Piece? I don't think Oda has used this level of devastation on a character before. Like, you've seen devastated faces, but this is like, you don't even see Bonnie's face. Her head is down and tears are just streaming out of her face. This is like was it Mob Psycho? No, like, I don't even know what anime I'm thinking about. But like, Post Dressrosa? I feel like there was two then. Damn. Luffy's face when Ace died. Yeah, no, that one is like, so this one is like, it's different. It's different. I know what you mean though. Like, cause that one's like Luffy was broken, right? Like, he couldn't move on. But this is like, it's like a different devastation. I wish I could come to the words right now, but maybe I synthesize it later on, because I feel like the emotions I'm getting right now, it's hard to put in words. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, so one quick understanding, the memory bubble's still there, but she seemed to still have received the memory. We don't know if she hasn't gotten all of it, or just that little bit was enough to make her in this state. Because we already know what kind of face she made when she got like a taste of it. Seeing the rest of it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, wait. Oh, we're going to a flashback. 3 months prior. Holy Land, Mary Draw, this is Egghead, come in. I want to speak to somebody with power. Oh wait, we don't know what kind of voice this is. Bzz. Dr. Vegapunk is researching the Void Century. Alright, there goes my Shanks theory, but got more to go with Shanks. CP5 agents were dispatched to verify this tip, but their inspection revealed nothing. Easy. Also, Vegapunk is tall. Wait, why did I thought Vegapunk was not that tall. Oh, because the Mads characters are all huge. That's why. That makes sense. Damn, he's taller than Shaka? And their ship mysteriously disappeared as it attempted to leave Egghead. CP7... Oh, so CP5 probably reported that nothing happened, but they disappeared. Or, I don't know. Maybe the context, maybe it's different, but... I guess the official translations will give me a better understanding. Their ship mysteriously disappeared as it attempted to leave Egghead. CP7 and CP8 were both deployed to shed light on the situation, however. No government ships returned from Egghead. Bzz, this is Egghead again. Put me through to the top. Who talks like this? Who? Like, is it like the only person who really feels like they talk like that is Shaka? Edison. Is that what this is supposed to say? Like, Shaka's right here? Nobody got shot. What? Okay, and then Pythagoras, maybe. Atlas? I guess you can't really tell. York? Atlas? Pythagoras? Shaka, Edison. I always need to do this. Shaka, Edison, Lilith. Lilith? You know what? Maybe Lilith. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Sea Beast, Lilith. This is Egghead, put me to the top brass. Okay. The conversation between the 5 elders and this This individual totally exposed the full extent of the genius scientist's treachery. And so, the elders decided to order Dr. Vegapunk's assassination. It fell to Cypher Pol Aegis Zero to execute the mission. Okay, so the Gorosei ordered CP0 directly. CP0 goes. They pre-planned to send Kizaru there. Why? Because there's combatants. So they think that Lucci and Kaku are fodder. Stussy as well. They can't handle the pacifist as Seraphim. I'm joking. They don't need to be fodder for that. That's reasonable. Oh, they also sent S-Bear. So they're like, you know what? Kizaru, you go. You can handle everything. Okay. Now, are we going to get the detail about Saint J? However, the 5 elders anticipated that Vegapunk would resist. Ooh. I love Saint J's profile, by the way. So they sent one of their own Okay, so Saint J is not acting alone. He was sent. Oh man, I need to know. How did they choose him? Did they just choose, like, draw straws and like, haha, loser, you have to leave? Like I would imagine this is a big deal. Like, the Gorosei have to get out of their senior citizen center and leave. And like, they're like, oh man, but free food. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do anything. You tell me I had to walk? They probably played a game of bingo or something. Whatever. Oh, shuffleboard. That's what it was, shuffleboard. Even their floor in the Gorosei office, it looks, you could play shuffleboard there. They also reinforced the fleet they deployed with backup from several naval branches. Who the hell is this dude? Who is this guy, man? Why are we designing him up like that? No. Sai's gonna go wild. Ooh, doll. Oh, we got sword here. Okay, sword's here. I don't even need to see the rest of doll. Can't mistake that. Who is this? Sai's gonna go off. He's just gonna give these dude names. Their caution level was raised to total war imminent. Wait, doll isn't sword? Wait, I thought doll was sword. Wait, Abafi, I thought doll was sword. Wasn't she sword? Doll is not sword? Wait, what? Wasn't she on the island with the sword people? Nah, she never got the sword. Oh my. She's on. Whatever. It's fine. Doll could be anywhere. She could do anything. All right. Then the sudden and unexpected appearance. Was it sudden and unexpected though? It wasn't. No. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a second. Was it unexpected though? What happened exactly? Days later on the Thousand Sunny, it's so scared. Watch out for icebergs. Quickly furl the sails. The wind is too strong. The warm eddy. Bonnie's inside of it. Wait, someone's inside the water. Okay. Little kid popped out. Okay. And then what happens? They popped out of the water. They fly off to Egghead. Then Lilith meets them. Were they going to Egghead or were they going somewhere else and this like storm brought them there? That is a question I'm... What do they say about it? Oh, look, it looks like an afro. Shout out to Dax. I'm guessing it's a strong winter island. I'm gonna have to sit on this. I'm gonna have to sit on that. Because the reason why I brought that up is this isn't the first time I think on a stream I talked about how after Wano. So this is, during the Wano thing. It was either on stream or with Mosh. I was saying that, like, what if they got redirected by, like, a storm? The reason why I was thinking about that was because at the time I was making a Void Century video related to Skypiea, and they technically weren't supposed to go to Skypiea either. Like, there's so many times that like, Punk Hazard, that wasn't supposed to be them either. But this situation's a storm, right? Unexpected? Or is someone controlling storms? It's someone manipulating the Straw Hat path. Interesting. Left the government forces feeling more than little disquieted by this complication. Did you say Straw Hat? And then Luffy's, ah! I can't even do that. Him again. In any case, I need them to say, if it weren't for you and your meddling kids. I need to say that. I need them to say that. This chain of events is going to culminate tomorrow, and the outcome will shock the world. Okay, well, let me read the narrator box all in one go. Let me just read this part. Only one day remains before the infamous Egghead incident. However, the wheels of this tale were set into motion 3 months ago. 3 months prior, Holy Land Marijois, CP5 agents were dispatched to verify this tip, but their inspection revealed nothing, and their ship mysteriously disappeared as it attempted to leave Egghead. CP7 and CP8 were both deployed. Blah 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 blah. I get this. This stuff makes sense. Total war imminent. Then the total on experiment. Left the government forces feeling more than little disquieted by this complication. Any case, this chain. So are they going to send more reinforcements now that they know that? Interesting. This chain of events is going to culminate tomorrow. Oh, they sent the 100 ships, right? I think that was after. And the outcome will shock the world. Okay. I'm not gonna look at the chat. I'm sorry. I feel like spoilers are ripe. And I feel like that means if this is, this explains a lot about why this chapter is super hyped up. How many weeks, Oda? How many weeks? Are you telling me this is a new side of Oda? We're not getting strung along for 150 more chapters? We're gonna get it? Katak. What the devil? This is all you're doing? Okay, and you guys already know. In terms of who it was, I gave up. The detective stream defeated me in the sense of, I think it put us on the right track. But in my conversation with Mosh, what's his face, IMD King, literally everyone I spoke to, it was just like, hey, it could be anybody. With Sai, I had favorites, but like I was like, yo, Oda, you got me, you confused me. I'm not wasting more time thinking about it. I'll let you sauce me up, bro. I'll let you knock me up, because that's what we're here for, the knock up stream. And if we're getting the traitor reveal, which it seems like it, because that's what the thing earlier was saying, like, this is Dr. Vegapunk. That's a Vegapunk now. Which one of the 6? 2 of them? Wait. Can we do process of elimination based off the chapter? Shaka's here. Stella's here. We saw Atlas. Stussy's eliminated. That one didn't really count. So Atlas was up above. Lilith's stoned. Pythagoras is... Holograms, though. They're still holograms. This was all you're doing? Katak? Answer me? Katak? Creek? Kerchak? Huh? Oh, Stella. It's cause I wanna be a what do you who did he clone? Who is York? No, that's crazy, Mosh. Ah, I need to talk to Mosh this week. Let me check my DMs. Mosh is probably watching. He probably messaged me. Hold on. Hold on. He didn't message me. I'm gonna try and get Mosh on this if I can. Mosh was dead set. If you guys watch the, but this doesn't. What do you mean, Oda? I want to be a sus. What do you mean? What do you? How is? We should have put together. What do you mean? I tried to convince him of everybody else, of all the other options. He stuck with York all the way through. Mosh is crazy. If you guys listen to that collab, he was trying to put the sauce, and that was 1074. I'm pretty sure. God damn. This is crazy. Celestial Dragon. She even got the Celestial Blicky, bro. She took. Oh wait, hold on. That's. It looks like a pistol, but in her hands, that means this thing is like a cannon. That is not a pistol. That's not a rifle. That is a cannon. She is holding a cannon in her hands. Wait, that means Shaka should have not just like Shaka's entire head should have got blown to bits. This gun, the bullet got scaled down 1000%. Why does she want to be a Celestial Dragon? So one thing I can say is I mentioned this in my Atlas short that in the Atlas being the person was that York's name is the other outlier. In York isn't connected to the moon from anything that I've seen, and York isn't like a crater. It's also like there's not like a specific person that's like notable like Pythagoras or Shaka. Is that what Oda meant? Like you should have put it together sooner? What are you saying, York? You know what Mère Joie is like from that visit a long time ago. How could you want to be one of them after witnessing just how vile they are? Hee hee, you sound just like Shaka. Damn! Damn, York, can you... This is a... PG! You guys already know how I feel about York. My wife cosplayed as York. Goddamn. Gonna have to rerun this. Boog, I didn't know this.
Didn't know what?
Remember how I told you that in the story you kill me? That'd be... That's what happened. Except different characters. Now it's the ones we cosplayed. Remember I was saying real quick I'm gonna mute it so they can hear. This is the one we cosplayed. Yeah. That's crazy. Killed by his wife. That's some real spoilers right there. We were having... Oh, this is crazy. This is funny. The ultimate betrayal were the characters we cosplayed at Comic-Con. Wild. Absolutely wild. You guys go back and look at that cosplay picture. If one of my mods can pull it up. That is... Whoo! That is like one of those pictures. If you investigate the murder of Shaka and you're like, they were best friends. They were always hanging out together. I couldn't believe York could do such a thing.
Oh, the one where I looked like very unhappy.
Oh yeah, you did look unhappy. Oh no.
I'm ready for the picture.
Okay, I want to go back to the reading now. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. I'm assuming this is probably the end. Oh no, there's probably more. Well, not so much now. He's dead. Not only did she kill him, she laughed at him. It's hard to keep track of all of us Vegapunks, right? Honestly, the world doesn't need more than one of us. Oh, wait, no, this is the embodiment of unfettered desire leaves the shadows. Ooh, shadows. Wait. The Celestial Dragon part is not something that we talked about, but this is something we did talk about. Mosh and I, and this is what I told IMD King, that her name is greed, like her thing was greed. Maybe she just was tired of being, and then Zach told Randy later, like about it. Okay, so half. I need to know the Celestial Dragon thing. Is it just because she's greedy? Okay. There's a bunch of super chats. We'll get to that. Give me a second, guys. Let me just stare you guys dead in the eyes as I think. Egghead, yolk. Take your bloody time reading. Yo, nobody here. She was sold a dream. Rate the reveal from 1 to 10. Bro, who wouldn't want to become a Celestial Dragon? Scroll down part. Alright, you guys know I can't pause on that one, but I can pause on this one. Damn, I wish I used this in my my recent short, actually. Oof. Who colored this? Yash! Sorry, I didn't mean to clap that loud. Yash, my boy Yash. With the coveted Bonnie foot. What I'm talking about. Gonna finish the chapter. Wait, didn't I finish the chapter? Wasn't that the end? That was the end. Don't make us. Yeah, that's on top. We'll leave it there. Oh wait, is my overlay frozen? I just realized my overlay is frozen. One moment. There we go. Is it fixed now? There we go. My bad. I guess my overlay froze when I pulled up the other thing. Real quick. Let me just get this thing sorted out. I need to absorb. All right, so we're gonna get Scion. I haven't seen Mosh message, but maybe I'll do a call with him. I'll do like one of those 2-hour calls with Mosh, because he did. If you guys listen to the that thing, this is that. Man, see, this is what I'm saying. Mosh is I've been saying that Mosh is the best. If you guys don't know who Mosh DMC is, he's the guy who everybody should thank Mosh DMC, because he's the reason I'm a creator now. He's the reason why I started the YouTube channel and everything. And I've been saying, no one can deny me on this. I've been saying he is the best YouTube Twitcher for chapter analysis. And he came on guns blazing. York. This right here was the reason. I was truthfully, you guys heard it on the detective stream. I was skeptical. York was down here since in between the detective stream and Mosh call. I remember I'm like recycling it. In between that call, there were some of you guys who were like, but York is interesting because when the chapter came out, I think she got frozen or petrified, and people were like, oh, but like, shouldn't she know? Like, some of you guys are saying that, right? Mosh was the one. Mosh was the one who sold this to me, and then I sold that to IMD King. Man, I love this. Is what y'all need to give Mosh more love. He gets love on TikTok, but not on YouTube. I think he made a video about this too. Okay, but this right here, I want to be a Celestial Dragon. So I saw you guys who were talking about it. Damn, York's gun really is the size of Vegapunk Stella. Yeah, yeah. like when you really look at it, that this damage, you know what I mean? The how did York get unpetrified? So he was saying, and I don't remember if he said this part in the call because I don't remember which chapter it was, where we called, but he was saying that it might have been that York planned to be petrified to give her an alibi so that people would leave her, and then she would know, just like how there was a contingency on Lilith knowing with the bubble thing. York might be smart enough to know how to get out of it. And since I think this is specifically what he said, and this is the TikTok that I remember, and I'm gonna try and spit it verbatim. So this is when I'm closing my eyes and tapping into thing. This is me replaying a video I saw. So this is how Masha speaks, but this is what he's saying. He said, "Is it a coincidence that Oda gave us Law breaking out of a devil fruit power prior to Egghead?" Without the full context of what it was, hockey, shore related, and then we go onto an island where everything's about devil fruits are being studied, and we learn about the depths of awakenings and all that stuff. And here we are in a situation where seemingly the Vegapunks don't know about the Seraphim's powers. So could it be that York does know, and this is why she got petrified, is because she's gonna break out through some means, through some research, which will be revealed after the fact, and it lines it up with the Law situation. And I think I fumbled the in between, but I tried my best to tap into the Mosh stuff there. Damn, I need. Let me see it. Let me try and message Mosh, because he could drop the sauce on this right now. Let me see. Yo. He might be recording right now. Stream skipping and stopping for anyone else. Oh my goodness. Was it really skipping when I was in the sauce? I was tapping into the Unibrain right there, and that's when the stream started skipping a little bit. But Lilith also got petrified. Yeah, but Lilith didn't plan. Right? Like if you didn't plan for it, you wouldn't have the contingencies, right? No, it's good. Got it. Cool. I think Alice is already leading Robin to where York is on purpose. I like that idea too. Can you take out another one for me then?
Yeah.
It was 60 seconds. God damn it. Hopefully, that doesn't scuff the YouTube thing. So what I found out, guys, when the YouTube thing scuffs, the VOD, when it gets immediately uploaded, it doesn't have the full stream, and then it does later. I'm gonna try and get better internet very soon, so sorry about that. My problem with York is on 1071 when the Frontier Dome was deactivated, she was just there with Shock and Luffy. Doesn't York's pose look so wholesome? Bawa! I can't be reading that. Come on. York is insinuating she's a solo actor. Yeah, York is insinuating that, but El Baffy, this is something that came from the detective stream. Could she not trick other people? From the Latin Eboracum, which became by popular etymology in Norse, Jorvik Horsebay in Anglo-Saxon, City of Bor, York. Interesting, City of Bor. Horsebay. How does she catch Stella when he can teleport? We don't know if the Stella can do that on command. It seems like he's out of control with that. I would have liked if it were on command. If Luffy used G5 in Sunny, as shown in the flashback, how didn't the Straw Hats know about Gear 5 when they were... I think that flashback was scuffed. Like that was their mental image of Luffy. Like they're like, Straw Hat, Luffy the Emperor, and then in their brain they just have, yeah, because that's why the laugh was wrong too, right? Like they don't even know how Luffy laughs. They're not real stands, right? They're just going off of what Akainu thinks of him at Marineford, right? This is their impression of Luffy. um okay, there's a lot to dissect. You know what's crazy to me? Can we talk about this? How come this isn't the colored dress? How Yash, like you have a trend of painting favorite panels, right? Like we even got belly button action here. How did we You can't keep looking at me when I say crazy things like that.
When am I supposed to look at you? You're always thinking.
Okay, fair. Um All right, so Mosh says he's recording. He's recording now. So what we'll do with Mosh, because I definitely want to talk with Mosh again. You guys know I love Mosh. We're gonna do you know how sometimes I do after chapter calls with some creators? This week will be Mosh. It's his normal laugh? It's not his normal laugh. S Snake for a reason? Sus. Con cam, yeah. Think she's using holograms? That's another Maxo Tunes. That's another route, right? I think holograms. I would love it for that to be in the thing. Your wife, what does she think of York now? She doesn't know the context. I just giving things out of context. And by the time my wife catches up to her, she'll forget all of this. So, okay, you won't forget all of this. Okay, you have great memory. I apologize. Don't hurt me. This is very dangerous for you to be this close while I'm streaming because. See, he doesn't even like it. Zen doesn't like it. But yeah, okay, let me get to some of the super chats. I'm gonna so right now, I'm just assuming I want to be a Celestial Dragon is just the extension of her greed. She is so greedy that she wants to be a Celestial Dragon, which makes sense, right? But you know what that implies? Because the satellites are clones of Stella's. Is he laughing or crying? because the satellites are hold on, give me a second. The baby is being a little goofy right now. Okay. Because the satellites are clones of Stella's personalities, right? Various parts are like segmented personalities. That means that deep down there's a sixth of Vegapunk that is greedy enough that he would want to become a Celestial Dragon, but the other 5 do not. Shaka is so opposed to it that it overpowered the greed. And I might actually make a video about that, the nuance of that. That like the everybody has greed inside them, and it could be as dark as this, that they're willing to kill the other parts of you in order to get what they want. But because you have those other parts of you, they overpower you within, right? That is like the true danger of this, right? Cause this is something that we talked about when we got introduced to this Faces of Vegapunk, was like each direction, right? This is why a lot of people thought Shaka was could have been the traitor. It's like you could be so logical that takes you into a direction that is flawed, or not flawed, but like emotionless, right? The same thing with the Vinsmokes. We see that with the brothers, right? Sanji is flawed in his own way, but his flaws bring him to a better situation than we see of his family. And Judge tried to eliminate the emotions, and we see how taking parts in splicing up humanity does not make you better. It's overcoming the humanness inside of you, right? That's the synthesis of Sanji in that 1 hour 30-minute video. It's that the true power for Sanji is when he is able to truly master his emotions, which is the arc that we get in Onigashima, right? He has to overcome those things. It's not about erasing them, it's not about ignoring them, it's about overcoming them. And this situation, it's like splitting them up, right? as an inventor, I talked about Edison. Edison could have been so prideful of his inventions that he would become protective and he would do anything to protect it. You could look at it that way. The wisdom, Pythagoras, he could have looked at all the data, all that stuff, and come to a different conclusion, which is stuck in the past and not necessarily the future. There's many times where people look just at the past and dismiss humanity and say, like, look at the past of humanity and look how awful it is. Because of that, we have to subjugate humanity. We have to stop them, otherwise they're going to complete it, right? You could lose faith in humanity. Then we look at, like, what, Atlas's wrath. You get it. Who is it? Lilith is violence, on the nose. Those two on the nose. And then greed, right? Greed definitely is another one that's on the nose, but the compellingness of the other things did it. Someone asked me to rate this reveal. At the moment, it's not 10 out of 10. Why? Okay. Actually, no. The reveal itself, I think is like a 9, high like 9. I do like this. The chapter was really great because right before the hand, even I was like doubting. We went through a process of elimination because we see everybody here and it still felt crazy, right? And then this line right here, it's because I want to be a Celestial Dragon. I love that. That was like, what? And then this brings it back to like, oh, this makes complete sense now, right? Like, it's because of the greed. Why do I want to eat and sleep and poop for all of you guys? I can't do my own thing while you guys are doing your own stuff. Do we need more than one? Right? Didn't Lucci also say that too? Lucci was just like the smartest guy decided to solve it by splitting himself up. Like, something about that. I forgot what he said, but like even that could be foreshadow. So the reel itself, I really like it. Now, the reveal itself now has to be explained, right? That's where it could be fumbled. A lot of you guys are pointing like, wait, what about the Frontier Dome? What about this? What about that, right? I think this is what I said to Mosh. I said to Mosh and I think Sai, because me and Sai had talked about everybody, and various points we probably talked about York. And you guys know me, I talked about York in the detective stream. And when York was brought up, basically this is how I tiered it. I said that if it were York, though I can see it after the various conversations, I was saying that in order to explain York, it would be very difficult. Not because of this part, I can see the reasonings, but I don't necessarily see how it was implemented, right? But now we're gonna get it shown, right? So it's gonna shock the world. What does that mean? This reveal is gonna shock the world. Is Stella dead? Is Stella gonna... Stella might actually escape in the recycle cur. Still so many loose ends. Yeah, reveal's not gonna hit for me until we get that explanation. Yeah, exactly. I can definitely understand that. So like I see people saying 3 out of 4. We just screw 10, screw 5s. Since we saw more cheeks, I give it a 10 out of 10. Terrible TJ. That's fair. 1,000,010 chapter for Juan Carlos. Is it for the same reasons as Terrible TJ? She was in the control room. It had to be one of them. York was standing next to Atlas at the time. How did Stella make it here? How did Stella get to this room? I think that is the main thing. How did York get Stella here? Was it did she trick him? I think that's gonna be one of the most important reveals. And you know what's also important? The reveal itself is fine. I give it a 9. It can still go down. The thing is, it can still go down heavily. In fact, the thing is, like, the 9 is almost like... It makes sense I put it at 8 or 9 area. Why? Because the ways that you can elevate the situation is so much harder than the ways that you can bring it down. Like, for example, if it were Lilith, I would have said the reveal was like a 6 or a 5. Why? Because that was everyone's first instinct. I don't think anybody didn't think Lilith was the thing at least one point in time. So like if it was Lilith, whatever, right? The motive would be interesting. I think the motive here, that line, want to be a Celestial Dragon, is why it goes from an 8 to a 9, because I like that. But there's so many ways they can be taken down. So many ways. Like Oda's gonna have to next chapter, like literally give me like a Detective Conan situation of like panel by panel of like this was York in this situation. You know what I mean? Like for those of you guys who don't know about Detective Conan, essentially once you find out who the person is, then you get a situation where it explains how and where they were at all the points in time. So it's like when how did York get all the CP agents into this room, right? It's gonna be like, hey, do you guys want to have a pizza party? And then all the satellites are like distracted, and then York's just like carries all of them in their arms. Yo, wait a second. I don't feel as bad for the Cypher Pole agents now, because if I was carried by York, not bad. Oh my god, wait, that explains why they didn't really get food, because she ate it all. Huh. There's a lot of funny ways where this kind of like puts up. We did an Ace Attorney moment for sure. She's like, oh, I gotta feed these dudes. Like, because if she's killing Cypher Pole agents, that would ruin her chances. No, wait, no, that would elevate her chances as Celestial Dragon. She would be able to be like, look, this is my resume. I don't care. Everyone's beneath me. Look at me starving these people. That's what you guys do, right? And then like, yeah, good. York, we didn't think you had it in you. Oh my god, wait, that's kind of crazy. She like, the reason she did this was to prove to them that she is worthy of Celestial Dragon status. They like sit in a room, they interview her. Well, how many people have you enslaved in your life? And she's just like, well, look at, look what I did for 2 months. Haha. Yeah, oh my god, that's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Imagine that's like a, because King Stelly, when he was at the Reverie, he was like, I want to be a Celestial Dragon. Imagine that was like part of the process, like being a slave trader. Oof. The agents were let in while she was sitting next to the controls. Wait, what do you mean by that, Matt W? The agents were let in while she was sitting next to the controls? Oh, like Cypher CP0? No shot the dragon accepts her with what she knows? Do you think they're gonna betray her? Okay, so this is another part, and I'm gonna get to the super chats, but this is a whole nother part angle to this. Was I think last week with my call to Sai, was essentially saying, I almost at that point last chapter I needed it to be a Vegapunk, because I would only like a Vegapunk to be able to outsmart a Vegapunk, and the Vegapunks were kind of letting me down in sentiment of like being the certain decisions. Even in this chapter, how many times did I pause, right? Like Shaka being like, oh wait, what about that room? Let's go back to that. Alice going like, oh wait, I just remembered this quarantined room that we don't use often. That's a great place to hide somebody. Like I'm sitting there thinking like, that's literally the first, like, again, imagine the analogy. You have a house and like someone's missing, right? And you have a room that is like locked, and like, wouldn't you check that place first? Like you don't have oversight. Let me just eliminate that spot first. Let me check that place first. Dr. Faust here, have you finished, or just pause to do some string theory? Oh no, we finished. We are definitely finished. Welcome, Dr. Faust. Wonder when the update to Punk Records is supposed to happen. Yeah, that's another one. York's updates. You know what? York is interesting. If anything, York might be... Let me go back to this chapter real quick. York might be I'm surprised we didn't think about this. I no no we did. We didn't think about it like this, but people brought this up when I talked about how the satellites have to update once a day, right? Um, but then when we brought that up, people brought up, wait, how does York eating and sleeping transfer to the other satellites? That is what I'm talking about right now, which is why I'm talking about that is because if all York is doing is eating and sleeping, right? And that's what the Vegapunks all expect her to do, right? Like Edison's out here working, Pythagoras is researching, Shaka's doing stuff, Stella's doing stuff. If they only expect her to eat and sleep, then they're also not expecting any updates from her anyways. So it wouldn't be a surprise if she didn't update. So she is one of the satellites actually that if she didn't update because her food and sleeping thing gets transferred, they wouldn't really care. This is when she's introduced. Let's see. Humph, yummy. The ideas just keep flowing. You gotta do the eating for me, York. Damn. Yo, wait, what? What is Edison building here? I'm gonna look at this panel later. That's crazy. Um, Yummy. More for York. Current BMI over 600. I need to use the bathroom, but I can't waste time. Flush. Ah, he. Much better. They both acknowledge it. Atlas Digestion Punch. That's enough. Seraphim return. I can't move. Edison, Lilith, Pythagoras. I trusted you're all satisfied now. Sleepy. That's York's 4th EPS cycle of the day. Eat, poop, sleep. Take all the data to Pythagoras. Prep. So all they're tracking is those cycles, but they're not necessarily tracking. Interesting. Damn. York might be a favorite character visually. EPS, hashtag EPS. Wait, James, is that supposed to be hidden something? Huh? York didn't update today? Ah, shucks, I don't know what I ate today, but man, was it tasty. Yeah. Yeah. I had to clarify. I guess it's just weird that none of the satellites figured that out. When there's only one satellite that doesn't check in, that's a pretty big red flag. Yeah. They all ignored. That's probably what it is. And in that context, then that discussion, right? Like, where was when the Frontier Dome went down, right? In the Detective Conan situation, you'd see like where everyone is, and then you'd see York like in the back doing it, however they did it, and you'd get a panel by panel of every contingency point of like how the Cypher Pole got in, how the dome went down, the sea beasts, like how those are commanded, the Seraphim order, all of those panels. That is what I predict would come up because that's the Detective Conan formula. Oda's and the author of Detective Conan are best friends. Just reiterating that because a lot of people don't realize that. And they spoke recently on the record too, last year before Film Red. But the other part of it is a lot of those things might not even be necessary. Like, the other explanation that York could just have is like, you guys just dismissed me. I ate, slept, and pooped, and that's all you guys thought of me. So I didn't even really need to hide. Like, okay, boom. Right here. Let me tell you guys, the bathroom is the most sus thing. I don't know how many of you guys have been on a date. I'm not speaking from experience because I don't have this experience, because me and my wife got married first relationship, obviously. But you know, you're on a date. The person says they need to go to the bathroom before the bill. You know, you say something a little like you're like a little nervous about, and then they say, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom." 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. If it's the girl who went to the bathroom, you can't be like, "Oh, like why were you in the bathroom for 15 minutes?" You know, girls kind of do that sometimes. You know, it's like, "Oh, I was just checking. Why are you rushing me?" You know what I mean? 20 minutes go by. 30 minutes go by. 40 minutes go by. Exactly. Anyone with social anxiety understands the bathroom shield. You go to the bathroom, they skipping out or doing drugs. She left you alone with the bill. See, I'm saying this scene might be. If I asked Oda and SBS, right, which is the biggest scene to tell you that York was the person, it was this one. Every time she went to the bathroom, do they put cameras in the bathroom? Because if they do put cameras in the they don't put cameras in the bathroom because that's illegal. I imagine they don't have cameras in the bathrooms. That's the dead spot in everywhere. I take 30 minutes. I'm shy. Also, I hate my job. Dr. Faust, see? Toilets have vents. Mr. Rashido just broke me. He comes. Mr. Rashido, how do you come in? I think this is your first chat, and you go, "It's not." What do you mean it's not York? What do you mean? Okay, if it's hologram, fine, you win. But like we've been sitting on this panel right here. Like we've been sitting just like York on this panel, right on the truth, right in our faces. No, York is calling. York was calling the world government from the bathrooms. Don't, Stefan. Dom Bushido's a regular and spitting fat. Stop that madness. If I zoom in, oh, I did. We did. Oh, let me put it front and center for you guys, right? We're sitting on the truth right here. We're shitting on we're not shitting on the truth. Oh my God, we're shitting on the truth. York called. She was calling from the back. If she called from the bathrooms, guys, tell me Oda is not connected. Like Oda's hacking my brain right now. What is that on the low of her back? Bro, I ain't even looking that close. You're baiting me, Elvafi. You're baiting me. It's S-living with the op fruit. Yo. All right. Hold on. Pause. If Vegapunk got the op fruit, why any other fruit for anybody? Like, I'm sorry. If I had 5 Seraphims or 4, all of them with the op fruit, craziness. I'm not giving anything to anybody else. Like, sure, all the other ones have utility, but it's like, the op fruit is broken, bro. Like, let's be real there. Tattoo on the lower back might as well be a bullseye. That's just the curve of her back, guys. This is shadowing. Come on, guys. Tell me you haven't seen this angle of a woman without telling me you haven't. All right? That's just how it looked back there. All right? Also, what's with this innocent face? All right, Mr. Bushido has a good point. I should check super chats. He has a special request. Mr. Bushido super chatted €5. Says Atlas said they can change their face and bodies. This is significant. What if that's not York? It's an imposter. If it's Atlas, I love it. I love it because then that's what I was on. That's where I was at. Go check my shirt. I was like, I literally was like, York doesn't fit the scheme either, but I want to look at Atlas. If this is Atlas, I would like that, but I see where you're coming from. I did talk about that, like the holograms too, changing the faces, definitely plausible. The bathroom is a good place to, Atlas is one of the girls, right? I'm sure they have split bathrooms here, so Atlas could have done. This is another Detective Conan thing. They. Oh, wait a moment. Hold on, Mr. Bushido. I'm gonna hit you with something. That is actually the bread and butter of Detective Conan. There's a few characters that are like perfect at disguises. They actually say that there's a character specifically. Her name is Rum. And there's 2 or 3 characters off the top of my head. There's Kaito Kid, there's Rum, and then there's Shinichi's mom. They all are masters of disguises. And many times you just see the original person is just beat up in the bathroom, tied up, and they're just stuck there while the person who's masquerading as them is out and about. That is a very detective, and that is leaning a lot on Detective Conan. I don't know, as much as I was saying like all of it, but you're right. I did point out that. Yeah, I'll just play the thing. I'll play the you guys can hear this, right? I'll play the short so I don't have to keep referencing it. A lot of you guys probably... I don't expect you guys to watch my shorts either, so... Oh, wow, there's 626. Can we get that to 666? Ooh, 33K? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting me to... Holy sh... When did that happen? I feel like I just hit 30K. That's crazy. Alright, so right here... Boom. Let's listen to this. Tell me you guys can hear this. Oh, no crimes will go unpunished. Chapter 1076. So if you're not caught up, come back when you are. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure the audio. Stella tells us that the word was leaked to the world government about their research into poneglyphs, which should have been impossible. So while the chapter shifted the suspicions away from the satellites, this line makes me want to highlight Atlas for a few reasons. In both her introduction and chapter 1075, she demonstrated that she has the ability to disguise herself however she wants, which has me already suspicious of her, but that's not even why she could be the prime suspect. So back when people were trying to find a correlation of the Vegapunk satellite names, we tied all of the names to famous figures in mythology or history, and all the names except York related to terminology about the moon. But Atlas is a slight outlier in both regards. Atlas primarily would refer to a Greek titan, which could create a possible relation to the ancient weapon names and obviously Saint Saturn's names. The crazier thing is that one of Saturn's satellites or moons is actually named Atlas. Yeah, I'm not joking. So is it possible that Atlas is the imposter Vegapunk satellite that is moonlighting as one of Saint Saturn's literal moons? Our YouTube detective streams are close to the truth, and we'll continue to keep our eyes open because no crimes will go unpunished. Spoilers for chapter 1076, so if you're not caught up, come back when you are. Stella tells us that the word was leaked to the world government about their research. But we were talking about that like 3 weeks ago. But okay, the overall point being, I can see that. Mr. Bushido. I'll be honest with you. I can see that. York being stuck in the bathroom. And then you're probably wondering, wait, how do you explain? I got it. The bigger question that a lot of people are gonna ask is 1071. 1071, we see all of them in the same room, right? See all of them here. Alice is not here. I think that's why we were looking at Alice, right? Where's the one where they regroup though? There's like a panel where they're all in the room. 1072 then? 1072. 1073. 1073. That's when Stussy's back here. So we get a panel, right? No, 1074. Where's the one where they're all in the same room? Oh, there you go. Here. So this is important. Either one could be a hologram. What we were talking about in that short and on the stream is that the thing is, Atlas says that you would believe it unless you touched it. If you went through it, then it wouldn't, you wouldn't think otherwise of it. And those, these hydro, what are they called? Photonic gloves. The photonic gloves can create the illusion, right? Because Atlas can high five a person with the gloves on, even a hologram. Do you think there'd be more than one trader? In my head right now, I am playing back and forth with the idea that Atlas and York are working together. I'm playing with the idea that it's just Atlas, and I'm playing with the idea that it's just York. At the moment, I'm happy if it's Atlas, because that's, I mentioned it. That's where I'm more on the side of, where is my cursor? God damn it. Oh, let me put the chat back up. It might be 2 Yorks. Not York, now show me New York. I'm saying, if this York is a hologram, what benefit does showing Vegapunk a fake trader do for the real trader? Yeah, that's a good question. Because this isn't in that context, Cooper Coop, I'm glad you brought up, in the context of why you lock someone in the bathroom, it's to pin the murder on that person, or to create an alibi, or to, you know, push, you know, to escape with it, right? But in this case, the aftermath wouldn't implicate York, right? What benefit is there to implicate York if it were somebody else, mainly Atlas? If it were Atlas, why would she implicate York? Pinning the murder of Vegapunk? Is it for the news? That doesn't make sense. It would make more sense to just say, no, because the world does know what Vegapunk looks like. Vegapunk is killed, but this Vegapunk survived and joins the marriage law or something like that. No, that's weird. Thank you, 3Day. The March of Marines. Stefan, I'll check that out later. Remind me. Actually, I'll check it out right now. Actually, I do have to get to the super chats before, because I don't want to hold Sai too much down on the thing. Okay, because the derivative of Figaro derives from Fils Caron, transformed. Johan. If you could put that, Johan, wait, tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly first. If you could put that in a comment on the video or in the Discord, please do, because I'll probably be coming back to that one. That's kind of crazy. Do you think York becoming a Celestial Dragon Elder Star BS, or think they're gonna do it? So if Punk knows she takes hours in the room, so that's why they never expected. Yeah. You know, as dumb as this sounds, as goofy as it sounds, I think the bathroom is the pivotal thing. The bathroom might be the most important part, because that's where all of this would go down. The bathroom. I need to see their bathroom. Not the, like, I don't need to personally, you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Like none of that, you know, okay, fine. I'm not putting you guys get it. The point being is, people super chat. Yeah, so let me get to the super chats. York becoming, she doesn't want to be a Gorosei, so we don't have to put a planet thing, but like a York planet is kind of crazy. All right, let me go back and read the super chats now. Okay, so we read these ones. You're right, good nasty. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Oda is cooking. But this is still the appetizers, I feel like. Bo Jiden. We got Bo Jiden. $2 super chat says Neomads bring a whole new meeting to let him. It does. Crazy. Growth Stonks $5 super chat says it's interesting that Saturn doesn't need a bubble suit. The Gorosei do not need the air from Marijois Emu, but the scars keep their immortality. Yeah, I think the air thing is BS. Like, I think the Celestial Dragons are just dumb. Like, the actual Celestial Dragons, not the Gorosei. Like, the Gorosei know more than the Celestial Dragons. The Celestial Dragons are just, like, they're evil out of ignorance and nurturing and environment. The Gorosei are evil out of logic and reason, I feel like. And the air bubble thing has no logic or reason, in my opinion, at the moment, from what we've seen. Growth Stonks with the $5 super chat says, Emu carries the title of Saint and Great. York's name is derived from Saint Constantine the Great, who was proclaimed Emperor of Rome in York, England. Saint Constantine the Great was proclaimed Emperor of Rome in York, England? Those things were concurrent? England was a thing when Rome was I mean, that makes sense, right? Because the outskirts of it. Saint Constantine the Great. I have a tab. I was reading. Emu carries the title. I have a different version. I'm gonna see if these two blend. It would make sense. It would make sense. I know that's an important one. That is an important figure to look at. Anime Dimension with a 3-month membership. Appreciate you. Says Doll is G14 member. Commander. She's not Sword. She's Vice Admin. Fair, but like all the Sword people are there, right? Like maybe she's not Sword, but she's like the hilt. She could be my hilt. Maxo tunes to the 9-month sub. I'm thinking Atlas is leading Robin to where York plus CP hostages are on purpose. Oh, I think I read this. Oh no, 9 months sub. Oh, I agree. I think maybe, yeah. You know what? Let's recontextualize that in the scope of the Atlas thing. We have to wonder why Shaka thought about it, but Atlas too, right? Atlas is so weird for it. Atlas, in short, it may be explained away, but like, what reminds me? What did they say? Since they're all fighting, what if something happens to Vegapunk's main body while they're distracted? Ah, good point. Oh. Oh, no. It is Atlas. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it's Atlas. Yep, I think this is worth tripling down on now. I'm gonna close this poll. Because it's already done. Why? Tell me, guys, why I looked at this and realized that it's Atlas. Tell me. How did that happen? No. It's Atlas. Tell me why I looked at this panel. I think you guys can figure out why I just had the... Chin, to be fair, I already liked the Atlas thing. Damn, nobody's saying it. Wow, I'm surprised. Where's York's real bathroom body? It's in the bathroom. That's what I think. Yeah, I like York. Not as a suspect. Whoa! Wait, usually when I ask the chat this question, like a question like this, someone usually Maxotunes, you're close. Yo, Maxotunes. Come on, spit it out. Who is she bringing? Who is she with? Who? Why is it important that she brings Chopper and Robin? Robin? Who did the Gorosei want? Who is the people that the CP0 and Onigashima, the CP0 in Eni's lobby? It's Robin, right? Is this the trade to become a successor? If you bring us Robin, we'll take you. And even added contingency is the human fruit that Chopper has. The fact that she's with Robin, she positioned herself with Robin, and now she's guiding them to the place. They want her dead? No, they don't want her dead. If they wanted her dead, Eni's lobby would have been a lot shorter. Onigashima would have been a lot shorter. They want her alive. The Gorosei literally ordered Cypher's CP0 on Onigashima, despite Kaido, despite Luffy, despite everything, capture Nico Robin. It's been a plan for months. She couldn't have expected Robin. That's why we paused in the chapter and we're like, is it unexpected? Is it unexpected that happened? A storm and then the shark coming out, and then Lilith's like, oh no, the shark is eating the thing, right? Like, oh, I wonder who programmed it. If we can say that the culprit is able to control the sea beast to stop the Cypher Pole agents, I don't see why the sharks can't be that way too. Also, the warm eddy is sus. That just existing. I want to know about that. But that's why we went back to the original chapter and we're like, a storm. And the reason why that's significant is how many times have you suspected storms being manipulated by something, right? I mean, now we're getting very close to the end. This is interesting. You know what? It might also be that Atlas it might also be that Robin wasn't necessary. She already leaked about the poneglyphs, right? This could just be the icing on the cake. Hold on, I want to see something. Alice was the first people to meet them on the island. What chapter was that? 1062? Was that 1062 or 1061? I think it's 1062. What did she say here? Did she say anything crazy? She just walked up. She also confirms it's a winter island, the temperature stuff. That thing's big as Kaido. As long as there's enough food material, it can provide 500 different meals to users, each under a minute. The whip up leftovers mode is the best part, but only if you make it exactly to the plans. There aren't enough technicians to mass produce them though. It makes me so mad. Same thing with the island AC. Controlling the temperature means being able to sense the life patterns of every living thing on the island. Spend a little more money and we can control the weather. The world doesn't have enough tech or funding. And then this is why we were sus about her in the that I highlighted in the detective stream and in the short. That's right. With these light pressure gloves, you can do more than just observe the light. The moment people can touch something, they'll believe that it's real matter. Boom. She high fives a person. You mean that lady's not real? Hey, what if I did that with York? What if I just made a York hologram? Is York wearing gloves? Is York is wearing gloves? Is she? She's always been wearing gloves, but real quick. Gloves. Gloves. Eating gloves. Okay. All right. Always been wearing gloves. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Whether it's real or not, it's for you to decide. If you ask me, those words are a relic of the bygone era. Bygone age. Oh, me, I'm nothing but a humble genius scientist for hire. For hire. Wait, is that a self-report right there? Mr. Fan, it could just be York. My thing, and you guys all already know that my thing is like, hey, let's look at all the options. That's why we have the detective stream. And the point being is that once I remembered about the Detective Conan like thing, like about how even this reveal, the way that it was revealed, and then it ends up being like someone tied up in the bathroom, someone's wearing a thing. The biggest question is what Coop brought up is like, why disguise yourself in the moment? What benefit does that do? It could be a short-term benefit, it could be a long-term benefit. It could be a benefit that's you know, hiding in the long term. What number is York? Is York number 5? York is 6. Like, I remember making the joke in that stream. I was like, maybe this wasn't a mistake, and Oda was just like, he was foggy brain, because you remember how he had to adjust this to number 5? What if that was a slip up on his part? He was like, fuck, I put 6 on Atlas. Shit, nobody's gonna notice, right? Nobody's gonna notice. And then he corrects it in the volume. For hire. All right. I'm gonna sit on that. I'm gonna go through more of the super chats, and then I will when I bring Sai in, because I told him a certain time. Or is Sai here? Sai, if you're listening, come to the thing. I'll drag you in, and then we can go through the super chats and we can discuss more. Supposed to chapter 524. You're saying there's a parallel in the marching? Of the Marines? Tell me a page, unless I end up finding it. Oh. Oh. Navy headquarters was a state of high alert. A horde. Okay, this is what it was. This is what it was. The parallel. Meanwhile, god damn, what happened to this dude? Why does he look so goated and he's so not memorable? Oh, damn. Also, I'm going to be bringing up this chin in a future video. Damn. That's so sad. Marines are so cool. Page mayonnaise? Lol. Alright, Sai is here. We're going to have to do some interesting things in order to get the thing going, though. Sai, are you able to... Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
My internet died for like the 1 second where I joined your room.
Lol. Awkward.
Yeah, rip.
Rip. Okay, let's do this. They should be able to see you. No, they can't dots because I'm a goofball. But we could do this, and then, actually, let's do
Okay.
this.
Looking good.
Sai is now Atlas. Sai, have you
Oh.
been hearing
Hey, that works.
conversation that
I
we've been
have.
having? How does the conversation feel?
I'm totally cool with Atlas being a traitor too,
Uh-huh.
but my main thing is that I don't know if it includes Robin. I feel like that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, icing on the cake.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with that one too.
It's such a weird plan because like what they wanted a war to break out. They wanted Saint Saturn Kizaru to come here to kill all the Vegapunks. Like I don't know how they're gonna go from point A to point B, right? Like, oh, let's start a war, and then oh yeah, after this I'll be a celestial dragon.
Yeah, that is.
Like I don't really get the whole plan yet. But that's what happens when you have a smooth brain.
Smooth brain is good brain, right?
I don't know if I'd say.
Koala.
But then again, I don't think the Straw Hats are gonna win this battle though.
I don't know why. I just named this source that I'm adding for you as smooth brain.
I mean, the Navy has some crazy forces, right? Kizaru, Saint Saturn, they have Chinzo, Chidai Nari, and Ray Chaco here, along with Null.
No.
But
guys,
I looked them up. What do you mean?
I don't care if you looked them up. I said on stream, I literally face palmed and I said, Sai's gonna come here knowing these dudes' names. And you
Yeah,
did.
dude.
I didn't even ask you. You came with the receipts. And I'm not happy about it.
Of course. Well, okay, so you know how like the Navy has named people after like certain colors?
Uh-huh.
One of them is those guys. We got a color coming here, bro. On the same scale as Kizaru, Aokiji, Akainu. We got Chido Nari, bro.
All right.
Navy's gonna win.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know what it
cleanse my
is.
brain of that smooth brainness that you just had. There's no reason to devote memory to those people.
Orange Bear.
Anonymous with the gifted sub, thank you to Peachy Salsa Verde. Wow, I was reading that. My brain, unironically, is now smooth. Terrible TJ with the $5 super chat says the Gorosei are also celestial dragons, right? Maybe York wants to become one to be a satellite for Emu. Just a dumb thought. Not a dumb thought. I do like that idea. The only thing is though, York doesn't fit as like a planet, so like they could just be like you don't fit our orbit, and then they like kill her on spot, right? But like
You don't fit the name theme we have going on.
You don't fit the cool people club. Like
That would be kind of funny.
I feel like that's
look at all the gifted memberships.
Oh damn.
And thank you, Lord Vegeta.
Lord
Shout out to
Vegeta
you too, man.
with the 1 month sub with the Visionary Pirates joining. Thank you. Shout out to Sai the Go. Yeah, and Sai's gonna learn. Actually, no, I told Sai the entire Zoro theory, though he probably doesn't remember because it was like 4 a.m. when I told him that. So I was like, just bombarding him. JP Legend with the 5 gifted subs or memberships. Appreciate you, Jay Seraphim. I wonder if Jay is following close behind.
It's the same person.
It is the same person. But yeah, Terrible TJ, not a dumb idea. Don't say that by yourself. There are no dumb thoughts. And if you want to see a dumb thought, come to my Discord. Look at what I pinged all the theory pings to last night.
I thought you were gonna say look at all my theories.
Not all of my theories. But you know, there's plenty of people who comment, this is a dumb theory, and then they keep watching and they're like, nah, I'm the dumb one. And then I'm like, don't, oh, I'm so sorry, you don't have to say that. Gambia's grandma, $5 super chat.
Oh, Gambia's grandma.
Wait,
Where?
What is Gambia?
You don't. Gambia's grandma is one of the best navigators in One Piece. What are you talking about? She's the one that that Bartolomeo calls up on the side to navigate for them since they don't have a navigator on their ship.
Why do you know that? Why do you?
Because I'm gonna make a short of it because it's so funny. It's such a good meme.
I like your shorts. If you guys haven't seen Sai's shorts, go watch them.
It's just One Piece facts.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I have a cool fact that I'm gonna share. Did you know? And this is, I'm just gonna give you the headline, but Sai, you're not allowed to look it up or use this one.
Oh damn.
Buggy.
What is it?
Yes, Yonko Buggy is based off of a fly. That's
Oh, is he
clickbait.
really?
That's clickbait. I'll tell you the truth of
it's
it.
clickbait. Come on. You can't give me
in
like that.
2021, in 2021, scientists named a new fly species after Buggy because it had a similar thing.
The nose?
No. It's like
Yeah.
Drosophilus is the genus for flies or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the second part of it was Bara something, and the Bara, the scientist person who named it, the taxonomer or whatever, said it was because Buggy's Bara no Mi. That's why they named it that. So
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
yeah, it's a cool fact.
We
I'm gonna make a
need
short
more
about that.
people who read One Piece out in the world just naming things.
Yeah, that's how we take over. Okay, so Gambia's grandma, stop it, Sai. You don't know who that is. All right. $5
Gambia's
super chat.
grandma's cool.
Bonnie told Vegapunk his biggest problem is your endless quest for scientific knowledge will spare no one in its greed.
Yep. That was one of the hints for York.
Ah.
There were so many like random hints. So you were talking about when they were all in the control room, right?
Someone brought up the control room. Yeah.
Yeah, like we go from fat York in the control room to skinny York in the control room. So it infers that like she left at some point too. Which is kind of crazy.
Wait a moment. All right, hold on. Let's see this.
So if you go, I don't know what chapter it is. Off the
Wait,
top
no.
of my head,
That's
but-
crazy for a different reason, because that could mean it's Alice. Because I was looking for the bathroom moment, but the thing. So then that's 1060. That's 1070. 1070. The frontier goes down. The dome. Dome. Straw Hat.
During the Egghead trailer, they show 06 under an image of Egg. Oh, do they really? That's kind of cool. Now Oda's just having fun with it.
Wait, where
Didn't
is
she have
the?
that, and she went to the
Oh,
bathroom. Yep.
right here. Okay, so
We didn't see the bathroom, but we saw her go from fat to skinny. So
she's
it's implied that she left the room at some point.
and that could be the moment that Atlas took her. That could be the moment. That's what we were trying to find earlier in the stream. Where was the other time that she goes to the bathroom? This would be the moment. She goes to the bathroom after this, and then boom.
Sai
she
knows
gets
everything,
taken.
but still turns a blind eye to slavery. What a sentence!
Who said that?
What a cursed sentence!
You know?
What does that mean?
I can't. That's crazy.
That's cursed.
Oh God. You the only one with Alice? I mean, I got super chatted to Alice, and clearly I'm not the only one, Majins.
She falls asleep after that. God damn.
Yeah, she would be falling asleep after that. That's the EPS cycle. So if we see her after this and she's perfectly not like awake, then who dares to disturb my nap? When's the
Like
next time we
Smaug
see
from Lord of the Rings.
When is the next time we see what's her face? York. And again, I'm clarifying. It's like York and Atlas right now. I think like my initial reaction was everything about that made a lot of sense, right? Like the Mosh basically predicted everything besides the Celestial Dragon thing, right? But that
The
could
Celestial
be...
Dragon thing is left field, man. That's something else.
Yeah, that's fair to not see that one, right? And
Yeah.
at the same time, like the same context, right? Because I did talk about it, how in the chapter, right before I felt like the reveal was coming, we did process of elimination. The only one left was York because Alice was in the chapter. And it's like almost like if it's that on the nose, wouldn't it make sense that Oda throws a curveball? And I could see him doing that because of all the lines that Alice has said. I could look like however I want to look like. That line is just like, why are you saying that? Like, why is that a thing? And that's not just one time, it's two times. It's two times. Through holograms and organoids, she's basically like, yeah, I could disguise myself however I want. That is what she said. And then also in her introduction, the fact that she says, I'm a genius scientist for hire. Whoo! I wonder who hired her. Goddamn. That's wild. That's wild.
I think the possibility of Atlas being a co-conspirator is kind of high because like when you think about it, just on paper, we're gonna have what Robin and Chopper show up to the room alongside Atlas. There ain't no way York's getting out of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think like. Sure, Robin, Chopper, they're strong. They're not the strongest Straw Hats. They're not Luffy, Zoro. Sure, but come on, we saw Atlas get taken out with a single Rokuo gun.
Here's
So
no, and this is the perfect
I don't
thing.
think they can beat. I don't think they can beat him.
This is the perfect thing, right? We talked about how whoever York specifically in the bad spot. In order to leave, there's two teams converging on them. Alice gets there, right? And then
Yeah.
there's Robin and Root. Robin being icing the cake, and then it's like, you know, they trust Atlas, right? They're trusting Alice. How crazy would it be? Either way, York or Atlas just pulls out a remote or something and is just like, oh, you thought you were safe, and then turns off the thing, and then the hologram goes away. And then the person that they were with the entire time just disappears, and then boom, either York could be it, or either Atlas could be it, and then that would be like a crazy like face-off reveal, and then everyone's like, what? Like, and that was one of the major things that even before the trader stuff, I feel like a lot of people brought up the hologram stuff, right? They brought up the hologram stuff because they thought that the use would be for Kizaru, but the implementation of the holograms was introduced to us as a disguise to make reality not make sense. It's like the literal line here that Atlas says to Luffy is, the moment people can touch something, they'll believe that it's real matter. Whether it's real or not, it's for you to decide. If you ask me, those are a relic of a bygone era, right? It's like,
Yeah.
she's basically enforcing that these holograms are going to be used to like to disturb reality. If that's not going to be used again, that's an interesting line to just bring up, because are we going to bring up holograms outside of Egghead? Maybe. It would make more sense that we bring up holograms again in Egghead. I really like that hologram and the organoid thing. Alice has very sus lines, in my opinion. Very, very sus lines. And then she says for hire. Come on, that's crazy. I also do see the way where it's both of them. They're working together, because that would just make it easier. That would make Oda's explanation of everything a lot easier.
If it's just Atlas, like, she's in for a bad time, dude. Like, one attack from Lucci, like, base hybrid form, yeah, rip.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, no, it would be one of the lamest, like, villains, I guess.
It's interesting because what if she reinforced herself? She now experienced Lucci's attack. She goes in for an upgrade. That would be big brain. I mean, we did see that with like immediately after S Shark, Edison and Pythagoras are both like, write that down, take it down, write it down. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
We must learn from that defeat.
Yeah. I mean, that is the entirety of Vegapunk's thing. Every inch of battle data. My biggest thing, I think, here is this is a great point, regardless of who it is. Atlas, regardless. This is a Lelouch. This is a Light Yagami. This is the shining moment for someone other than Shaka, other than Stella, to bring up like the big brain part of Vegapunk, where they sit down and like, you're all idiots. I'm the best Vegapunk. You guys, I've been fooling you for 3 months, you stupid. Like, and then just lay down the law with the crazy hard dialogue of like, while you were forcing me to eat all of your pizzas, I sat in the bathroom shitting, thinking about the way to take you down. And I came to the conclusion that after all of these years, you were the problems. You guys don't need me. I've been pooping and eating for all of you. For what? For you guys to not spread the love or for you guys to not be celestial dragons or something like that. I don't know. But main thing is, Sai, I don't know if you heard it, but basically I was saying that the main thing that I need to see next chapter is the bathroom. The bathroom is the most important part of this arc.
Hey, check the cameras. Check the cameras in the bathroom.
Nope, and that's the thing. Would they put? Are they that? That's a work, crime. You can't put cameras in the bathroom.
I mean, but if you're like the only person using the bathrooms, then
Yeah, but
I don't
that's
know,
still
like-
invasion of privacy, right? They already have Punk Records. How much invasion of privacy can you have?
That's fair, that's fair.
They didn't check the bathrooms on the cameras either. But like, I need to see these bathrooms because I now that you mentioned the bit, she was big before the dome went down, and then she shrunk afterwards. I'm like, that means she went to the bathroom. That means that either she did something while she was in the bathroom, she didn't go to the bathroom, or that's where the Atlas vendetta goes. But the bathroom,
She'll be spreading the manure. That's one way to put it.
Can you invade your own privacy though? Yeah, you can. The intrusive thought. I'm sure you had intrusive thoughts. Sometimes you're like, stay down, get back down.
Surely everybody's thought about putting a camera in their bathroom. Are you silly?
It's kind of funny.
I love that thought.
Oh man, I
You don't?
I want to talk about this, but it's also like, me and my wife had a slight argument, but we have a baby cam now, and it records.
Yeah.
And I'm like, play
Dude,
it
that's
back.
cursed. Wait.
Play
wait,
it back.
Wait. So you have a baby cam, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does that ever scare you?
It does, but we have I have it set up on a separate encrypted Wi. Unless there was like a big brain dude who was able to do it. But all of our
Yeah.
stuff is like it's on a separate network. So I all my smart devices in every place I've lived, I never had it on my main Wi-Fi. I had a separate, like kind of like a partitioned Wi-Fi thing that in
Yeah.
order to get into that one, you'd need a separate code that required like a whole slew of things. But
I'm
That's
just
a
scared of
conversation
ghosts,
for a different
man.
thing.
Like, I'm just afraid
Oh,
one day I'm gonna look at
uh,
a baby cam and I'm gonna see a ghost.
I thought you were
Like
talking about
imagine you look at the baby cam and your baby's talking to somebody, bro. Like, I'm done.
yeah,
Like,
no,
I
no,
just have
I
to leave the kid
definitely,
alone.
dude, the camera thing, the monitor has like we're in 2023. You could put colors on the night vision. It's black and
God.
white.
Oh god.
And like I'm like, so one time I saw like a face in the bed, but it was just the bed sheets. And I'm like,
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you do it.
yeah, no cameras in the bathroom equals perfect place to call the Gorsa. Yeah, we even brought up the how many times have you guys gone at work, gone to the bathroom, called people, right? Anytime your significant other goes to the bathroom, early on,
That's
you're
what I do.
sus. The bath. He was talking about the work thing. That's what I was talking, not the significant.
Yeah,
other
yeah.
part.
I was talking about work. I still do it where I go to work, and when I use the bathroom, I like play games on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. This
How it
is
works,
this
dude.
is the important thing. Matt in the morning says this is podcastable. This is why me and Sai don't talk to each other unless it's being recorded.
Yeah, sometimes Par will message me and I like ignore it because I'm like, hey, this is podcast material. I leave Par in red. I'm like, I can't do this right now, Par.
Unironically, I'm in Sai's basement, and he only opens the door for us to speak about the 50/50 podcast, which, if you guys don't know, is a podcast me and Sai do every week. It's interesting because I'm being recognized on TikTok for the 50/50 podcast.
Oh my god.
Not
Which is
even my
memeing on you
channel.
at that point.
No, I don't even know because I comment on random TikToks, so it's like one
Yeah.
like, two like, but then the follows like he commented like, "I love you, I love the last 50/50 podcast episode. You're my favorite podcast," and I'm like,
I loved it when you and Sai talked about medieval torture. That was the best.
yeah, I'm like, God damn
Best
it.
hour of my life. Hey,
Um,
shout outs to Victor watching this in the bathroom at work.
The
That's what I'm
so
talking about.
so the other two things, right, is how
Yeah.
did Atlas or York? How do you bypass the Punk Records? York's made a lot of sense when we ran down that line of logic, because if she's eating, pooping, sleeping, it might not be that they expect any update from her anyways, right? It's not like they care what she eats. They just care that she eats and she poops.
She
and
doesn't
sleeps.
contribute anything except for hamburger.
So if she stopped uploading, they're like, oh, I mean, if she
That's
didn't
fair.
contribute anything, right? Whereas Atlas, what is she contributing? I'm actually gonna look back and see if there were any notes about that, because
I
that
think
might
she said something about battle data, right? Because
um,
she said I'm off to like collect data, and then she goes and punches a dinosaur or something.
right here. Let's see.
It'd be like
In-
the Mandela effect, though.
In the
I'm just
introduction,
saying words that try to that sound like they make sense.
No, I feel like I remember what you're saying. I I want to look back. I don't know if I'll be able to do it here. Maybe someone in the chat can bring up a point if they find it. But if there's a moment where it like you kind of question like, is she uploading? Wait, hold on. Oh no, that wouldn't make sense.
If Sanji simps for York, is that gay? York is still a girl, right? Yeah, York is still a girl. Yeah.
Wait, why wouldn't she be?
Yeah, no. York is still smashable. You can't tell me otherwise. If anything, this chapter made her better.
Fair. Very fair. I agree.
Evil girls are the best. Femboy representation. Sanji posting like a TikTok edit went hard, no cap. You know you're gonna see a TikTok edit pretty soon. It's gonna be Sanji tanking punches. Ara's also evil. Still an old man. Oh, I see what you mean. Cause it's Vegapunk. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think they're. But they wait. Do they all speak in an old man accent though? Because I know Lilith does. If York also speaks with an old man accent, then I don't know how I feel about that. Like if like imagine you're on a date with York and then she calls you a young whippersnapper. Like, how would you respond to that?
You know what I'm also thinking? Edison is interesting, right? Because
yeah.
Edison, you saw the panels in this chapter where it's like there's this random person with Sentomaru that just like looks like Edison, and that was in the last chapter too. We pointed out. The reason why I say Edison's interesting because if you were to go the hologram route, right, for the chat, this guy right here, inside, you should be able to see it on the stream thing. There's like this dude who just kind of like looks like a hooded Edison, and like the reason why that's interesting is because when York talked to the S Snake, she used Edison's accent. What if it wasn't an accent? What if it was just Edison talking? And he's like, I thought I told you to blah 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 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's another route of interesting things to think about. Man, I mean, the Alice one sticks out more because of what she did in this chapter though. She's like, now that reminds me, there's a sealed off room that I conveniently forgot about until this very moment, until the action.
But didn't Shaka say the same thing though?
Yeah, but Shaka's goofy, bro. Like, man, Shaka's goofy.
I'm still on the train that it's just York, but I can see the arguments for like Atlas and York.
I think the Atlas one is like there's just a lot of different points when you put them together. They look crazy. Yeah. There's not a single one that's like, yup. There's not a single one to me, but when you put all of them together, and the starting point is the disguise thing. If you say that in your, like, if you, like, think about this, guys. If you're a detective, right, and someone tells you, I am a master of disguises and I can look however I want, like, to your face, you kind of can't not suspect them. Like, it's almost...
I think it could just be diversion though, right? Because
like
Oda
on Oda's part, right?
Like he probably doesn't want us to guess York, so he's like, oh, let me make Atlas seem as shady as possible.
Yeah.
So there's also that scenario too.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
I like the double killer thing because I don't know if you guys watch Scream. I freaking love Scream. There's always two killers every single movie. Every like 6 movies, 2 killers every single time.
I'm trying to remember.
But I've yet to see that in like a Japanese manga.
Like, oh, you haven't watched Detective Conan then?
I don't read mid. Thank you very much.
Whoa!
I'm sorry, Oda. Pick your friends better.
Whoa!
Your loyal fan Sai doesn't like Detective Conan.
You know what I just realized? Aoyama could easily be Buggy. He could easily be the guy that when Oda's... Actually, we don't even... I have to find the reference when Oda said, like...
Sai doesn't approve of the state.
Oda said Buggy was, like, his best friend or something like that. Or
yeah.
Something like that. Aoyama could be the Buggy because oh my god, wait, he might actually be the Buggy. Because remember how I told you him and Oda essentially have a similar tenure in the industry where we think that One Piece is going to go to the 30th anniversary. Aoyama started off with Detective Conan and he got like signed in for a 30 movie deal like at like the 10th year or something like that. So he also is like strung along in this thing, and that could be him failing upwards. Like this Detective Conan in all regards is not this series that should be like going on for this long, but he's just like failing upwards to it, and he has like moments of great. Oh wait, hold on, I have to put
Oh
more
my
thought
gosh!
into that.
Now we're just super slandering Detective Conan.
I mean, most of
30 years. How's that possible?
Detective Conan.
You're telling me, oh, Yama didn't die of old age? That's crazy.
Detective Conan is basically Pokemon, where Ash doesn't go through different regions and he just stays a kid the entire 30 years, and it makes no sense because the only way it would make sense is that he's at a murder scene like 15 times a day. Like that's the only way it really makes sense. And so he just doesn't age and he stays the same age, and yet the world around him like advanced from flip phones to smartphones to holograms. Like it's the craziest thing, and all while he's still the same age from the first episode. So, and there's only like 5%, 10% canon material. That is why I'm saying it's basically buggy. Because technically
It's the mangaka strat. He found out.
Oh god, that's crazy. He just said, you know what? Screw the manga. I'm gonna have movies. I'm gonna sign a 30-year deal.
I mean, it is really smart.
Yeah.
I watched 400 episodes of Detective Conan, and the plot only moved forward like once every 100.
Exactly. Is that not?
It's like Pokemon. That's
I'm
hilarious.
actually gonna research that. Aoyama could be buggy.
Sai doesn't read mid. Sai, doesn't that mean that Shaka and Stella are going to link with York and know what your dick looks like?
Oh my
I'm a
God.
Shaka guy, but this might be too much info to share with him. Yeah, if you make a move on one of the Vegapunks, like they'll all know.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, they would have to upload, right?
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's one of the reasons why it's best if Punk Records goes down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait a
I don't want to
second,
share that information.
Does York have an antenna? Probably.
Yeah, she has the comm device, the headset.
Yeah,
She's
she
rocking
does.
some crazy buns though.
Thank you, Sai. Thank you. Yeah.
Yo, she rocking some crazy buns.
And she
like,
put
she just
me-
got out of the donut shop with that haircut.
And
dude.
like
What
she's
the hell?
literally like like that disrespect to Shaka though. But like, you know what? If I died
pretty
and that was the
funny.
last thing I saw, not a bad thing.
Dude, that pistol is bigger than Vegapunk.
Yes, it's a cannon. You can't convince me that this
No wonder why
damage-
they had to silhouette it or hide it, because if we saw the size of it, we'd probably eliminate like 10 people.
Yeah, I mean, no, but then also like you can't tell me that did what like the damage to Shaka. Shaka's entire body should be gone. The
Yeah.
bullet from this thing should like clear his entire torso.
That pistol should have destroyed Egghead.
Yeah, that so Matt in the
Shot
Morning
from that.
also when they upload, do they share all the info or only a selected amount? That's something that like Oda has been strategically hiding from us. I think also from the line of logic. Well, if he gives us information, that allows us to hone in on a few people a lot faster. Because we don't know, that makes it like Oda clearly wanted us to think everybody was a thing, right? Like there's no doubt in my mind that was the entire intention here, and then he memed us with the title last chapter. So let me go through some more of these super chats, and then we should be caught up soon, and then we can talk more and talk about the chat. So Dazul Azizan 5 SGDs, that probably stands for Saiyan God Dinero. What about Straw Hats or just Luffy get caught? The war is about who can kill or save Luffy.
like the war on Egghead?
So my thing with that would be, isn't that why they sent Kizaru? Right? Like the war is about who can kill. I mean,
It sounds like it's all about Vegapunk and Luffy just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then but once
At least that's how the narrator makes it sound, right?
But
it
once-
sounds like maybe not even the traitor thought that Straw Hat would show up.
right, and then but once they found out about Luffy is when they sent Kizaru. Right? That's what was said?
I don't think so. It sounds like
Vegapunk
oh no
resist, so they sent-
the original the original plan was to have Kizaru always go there,
Right.
like with or without Straw Hat being there,
right.
because that's what Stussy tells us in the beginning of the chapter.
Yes, and then they left the government forces feeling more than a little disquieted by this complication. So, oh yeah, that I asked this during the chapter. They sent 100 ships, but do you think they're gonna send more than Kizaru? Like, is Akainu gonna come here?
I mean, they didn't send anybody extra now that Luffy's here, minus probably the 100 battleships. But I don't know. That's a hard one because so far we have Chainari.
Stop! Like
Shinzo, what?
These people are. To go back to what Dazula asked, the war is about who can kill and save Luffy. Serious face, look at that panel and tell me any of those people can kill Luffy.
Hey, you're talking about Shinzo. You see that? The guy with 7 chins? I gave him that name myself. I think Shinzo's pretty smart. And then Chainari's also made up too. It's a really bad English to Japanese translation of brown lightning because he has a weird streak on his beard, just like a brown lightning.
If you guys go back to the live reaction, you'll see I said Sai's gonna make up names for these people, and that's what he did. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. I saw this panel and I facepalmed and I said Sai's gonna make it up, and I'm just like, why? And the worst part is we know Oda watches these streams, so he's gonna make these names.
So, funny enough, in an SBS, Oda said that he tries to avoid YouTube One Piece people, even in the Japanese community.
And then Rogers Base told me that he does watch YouTubers, like confirmed. Like Rogers Base would put a foot on it. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. I was like, damn. He couldn't even tell me on stream because it was on stream when he told me.
SBS said he was scared. He was scared of YouTubers.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? Like One Piece is this is the story, the narrator bubble, right? This is Oda. This is Oda's story being told, and then the YouTubers are the sudden unexpected appearance, the sudden unexpected appearance of YouTubers, and then Oda and his editors were disquieted by this complication. So
I like to think Shinzo is like a representation of me or something.
Shinzo is, God damn it.
What? You got to hit me with the Shinzo respect.
The Shinzo respect. I got to see how he uses those chins. I got to see it. Did you notice the
I like to think it's a devil fruit, like the chin no mi.
The chin no mi. Someone
Never
said,
know what to expect from those chins.
Did I notice the cross on the Pangaea castle? This one? I mean, we already expected it to be like the Vatican stuff, right? We've been talking about that, but I don't see
There's no
here.
separation from church and state in the One Piece world. Rip. Of course he'd be scared of YouTubers. Parv got the man in his basement. I think what he said exactly was that like he was afraid of how the community thinks, and he's afraid they'll figure stuff out.
No. I think
he
was.
Even think of things too.
I think from what I remember was that he has to remember that he's not making the videos. He's not making the manga for the YouTubers, and so though those people are more knowledgeable, he has to recognize that the larger audience is not thinking like that, and so he can't let that affect how he writes. He has to continue writing for the masses rather than like the people who are like studying this thing, right? I think that's what he was getting at, which, you know, fair enough.
Good man.
So let me see, another super chat says, Rickert, $5 super chat said, I hope Oda explains how the satellites were created and clarifies that each one is a specific aspect of Vegapunk's nature. I think that is already implied, right? Like on 1067, 1067, I believe. He says they're
affected by Chin.
Right here. He says,
it's a good one.
He says, that was one of my clone offshoots. There are 6 of them in this island. Wait, what did he say? Did he say here? Each one of them is an expert in one of the necessary facets. All 6 of them together possess one complete copy of my personality. And we had a full discussion about how that's a reason why people suspected Shaka. Logic, right? Through logic, you could betray. But that's what's really cool is that each one of those things, like, in going away from humanity, right? Like we saw with the Vinsmokes, Judge eliminated emotions. We see how that turned out in a failure where his counselors are almost about to die to candy, and then his failed son, who had the emotions, was able to overcome it. and that's embracing the humanity. Whereas when Vegapunk saw the limits of humanity, and he decided to overcome it by splitting off in an inhuman way. And this is honestly an interesting thing, because we just got the context of the devil fruits, right? Mother Nature loathes them because they're unnatural, right? You could say the same thing about his satellites. His satellites are unnatural. And that could be a reason why Eam or the Gorosei would want to get rid of them, because that's an unnatural evolution of humanity. And when you kind of think about it, the memo, like if devil fruits are truly evolutionary, or through evolution, and this is a way that Vegapunk envisions a future of humanity, then you could predict that there would be I'm trying to think of a thing, because we already have the clone. We already have the Bara is technically the split thing, right? Or separation. It's like dismemberment. But something that a devil fruit would allow you to split off your personalities.
Like Infinity Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could see that's how this would go. So I definitely like that, because then Greed going out, Wrath going out, like all of them, and we see that in Wrath's initial dialogue that she gives us in 1065. Look at this, like it makes me so mad, and she's talking about how like the inefficiency of the current Vegapunk setup. Like they have all the solutions for the world. They just need to spend a little bit more money, and they control the world's weather, all that stuff. They just don't have enough funding, blah, blah, blah. And then she said that she could be hired, right? Celestial Dragon.
What if, so you know how Atlas says that she wants people, like, they don't have enough workers?
Mm-hmm.
What if they turn the Celestial Dragon slaves into a workforce?
Yeah, exactly.
Or they turn it in like Room 62, where like they start conducting human experiments. That'd be kind of crazy.
Not the real reference, Sai.
Well, I got the name wrong, but you guys should know what I'm talking about. Japan's pretty crazy with that one.
Yeah.
Was it Japan? Yeah, it was Japan.
There was an anime for that, right? It was like
probably.
There was like 3 kids that were like experiments from that. It was a really good one.
Promise Neverland. Yeah.
No, not that.
Yeah, you're right. Promise Neverland sucks.
First season. Second season's
the first season was setting up trash.
Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Hey.
Unit 931, probably.
Mr. Bushido says €2 says
that sounds right.
See, I'm not crazy. They showed York to frame her. Mr. Bushido, I think that's where, not that it falls apart, but we might not have the full context of how framing even makes sense here.
That's a good anime.
Which one?
Terror of Resonance.
Terror of Resonance might actually be it.
That's the one with Vaughn, where like those 2 boys were like going around committing like, domestic terrorism.
Yes.
And then that girl got roped along.
Yes, I think that one is a reference to that thing. There's a few others, but that one, Zankyo no Terror, I think is the Japanese name. That one is a goated one. I definitely love that one.
Really beautiful.
I wish, I don't like it when they milk things, but that one was a series I would have liked to be extended. I forget how it ended, but very good one. I think that is in reference exactly to what Sai just said, the Room 62, although the name is probably wrong. Wouldn't be the first time Sai's wrong about something. No, I'm joking. Okay, so
hey. I was right about Celestial Dragons being the meta and cool. I mean, even York wants to switch sides now. You see that?
So Sai,
I'm kidding.
You're a supporter of York being the main person, but if Atlas were it, you see it more as a co-conspirator rather than Atlas being the main person and York being the fall person, right? That's that. If we were to contextualize everything.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm going with the most simple answer of it's just York.
Yeah. That I see all 3 of those options, right? I'm leaning a lot on the Atlas side because I've been on the Atlas boat for a while, so clearly I'm impartial to it.
True.
And I also like the meanings behind it. The meanings behind it of like the moon satellite, like one of Saturn's moons is named Atlas. That would make sense if Saint J Garcia Saturn is coming here. That would tie into Atlas. I like that. Go watch the short. 3 Days posted it a few times already in the chat. But I think the biggest question as to why I don't think it's Atlas is the motive in framing York. What does that do for the current story? Because you would think that, yeah, if the story plays out, it's like there's not going to be a secret. It's not like you need York to spend 50 years in prison for your crimes. No, like everyone's dying. Like if that's how the progression of the plan should play out, it's all the Vegapunks should be dying except for Atlas. There could be betrayal among two of them, right? But framing York kind of doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at too, right? So that's a huge reason why.
Yeah, I mean, the Gorosei are already out to kill the Vegapunks. I mean, if Atlas disguised himself as York to do all this, like, why? Like, it wouldn't really benefit in any way. If anything, it would be better if the main perpetrator was the one who killed all the Vegapunks, and then they could at least go to the Gorosei and said, "Hey, I did your job for you," you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like working backwards.
I think if it were Atlas, next chapter would be Meteor. If it's York, it'll be less. If it's both, it'll be in between. And so I think that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like depending on what Oda wants to do with it and time wise, I think Atlas will need a lot more explanation, which is ultimately what comes down to. I think both of us last chapter after discussion was like, regardless of whatever the reveal is, like we need, like someone asked me to rate this reveal. How would you rate this reveal out of 10 of just York? Like not even like the explanation behind it, just like the feeling of it being York. Because because if you guys don't know, Sai is a spoiler not Sai is a spoiler. He's a content creator that covers spoilers, and so Sai, I would imagine, had gotten this information immediately since the spoilers came out.
New since
earlier.
Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah, so how did this reveal, how would you rate it? How did you feel about it?
I actually really like it. I'm a fan of mystery mangas and stuff, so I really like the reveal of it being York. I liked all the hints that led up to it. Which, granted, I wish we spent more time with York, but if you read a lot of Japanese manga mysteries, we usually spend 0 time with the killer at all, so this is more than we usually get.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually really happy with it. I'd rate it like a solid 9 out of 10. Just because I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
I don't want to go too crazy with it.
I think, again, I'm hinging this on the Detective Conan thing because there's just so many reasons. It just felt like it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Multiple people on your channel, my channel, have come out like, "Yo, this arc feels like Detective Conan," right? And the thing about it is, once you get the reveal, the next chapter is essentially majority about the culprit. And I think you talked about it in our discussion call, where it's like you would like it to be the perspective of the killer. That is exactly what would happen. And the question is, how long of a perspective are we going to get? Are we going to get the 3-month retrospect, or are we going to get like a few moments of time current?
I like to imagine we start from like Inception.
Yo, no, if it's York, I could see it from Inception, because her existence is literally eat, poop, and sleep. Imagine being a genius on the level of Vegapunk. You have no other responsibility given to you other than that. You have a lot of time to think about the downfall of the people who put that on you. I wouldn't blame them, right? That's what I talked about with Mosh in that call, which is why I want to talk with Mosh, is that like the point being is like greed, right? Like it plays off more ways than one. It's like they put her as it's like she's not glutton, she's greed, right? She wants to be the main Vegapunk. We talked about that, but executing it, right? Executing is the hard part. If it's primarily York, I would love it if she came out the wazoo. She was like 5 years in. She's like, nah,
I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, nah, this ain't it. I can't have this many stakes. Like she had 3 cycles by the time we got introduced to her 4th cycle, and then in that day a 5th cycle. How many times can you eat, poop, and sleep for other people? That is upsetting. You know what I mean? There's definitely motive there. I see that motive.
The thing with York, or the reason why I like this reveal a lot, is because I'm easy to please. I just want to put that out for the record. I'm a very easy to please guy. So having York being the traitor, A1 in my book. But I am really curious, because I do think there's a lot more to it, especially because she wants to be a celestial dragon, and so far nothing that she has done in my mind would lead her to become a celestial dragon. So I feel like there's still like a big part of this plan that we just don't know about yet too. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. You know, she's thought about this, she's planned it out. That's why I'm giving it like a 9 out of 10 right now. Just hoping that there's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So I'm gonna give that context.
Indian tides. I can eat and sleep, but pooping for everybody is a hard job. And you know
Pooping
what?
isn't that bad. It could like. Do you like pooping, Par?
Do I like pooping?
Yeah.
There's a certain gratification from it, but not necessarily. It's not my favorite part of the day.
Sometimes you get like vindication from it, right? It's like winning a battle. Like you ever have those like poops where you just go in the bathroom and you like take off your shirt and all your clothes because it's that hard fought?
We'll save this for the podcast. Okay, so the Indian tides. I will say I know
Maybe York
people.
is a fighter.
I know people who have. It's not necessarily struggle to eat. It's more so that eating is tiring to them, and so they just don't eat as much because chewing is an issue. Like it's just tiring to them. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, like rice in chicken, still tiring. I'm like, that's why. She's like, yeah, it tires out of my job. I'm like, oh my
I
goodness.
feel you, brother.
It's crazy. It's I think it's underwhelming.
Amen.
Until we get a solid reason. Yeah, that's completely valid. I like the York reveal because of the line, of the way we got it said, right? Because like it was like boom. Oh, Stella, it's because I want to be a Sussia dragon. Teehee, you know, with like a little heart emoji there too.
I love that.
Like I don't know
That's so
if
good.
TCB added that, but I imagine like Viz is gonna add like a teehee there, right? Like I like that. That's pretty dope. That's so cold.
Usually that's gone, but that's
Yeah,
usually
I
gone
think-
when like the TC or not TCB, the Viz hits.
I think Viz kept it for York in her introduction, actually.
Did they really?
Yes. Let me double check. That was 1065? 1065 right here. I think they kept the teehee at... Oh, yeah. He, heart. They kept it.
I don't know why my super chat didn't send.
You have a
Oh, what was your
super-
message? Yeah, I see the super chat on my end, but yeah.
It'll probably show up in a second. Let's see. Let me get to
I have
some
Crohn's
more.
disease. Pooping has become really annoying. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I know people with Crohn's disease. Power to you.
Yeah, that's a rough one. And it also gets memed in modern days, like that's a skinny.
Does it get memed on?
Yeah, it's a skinny girl disease right now. That's what everyone says.
Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out for the hottest memes of 2023.
Yeah, like people that say like, "Oh, I have Crohn's disease," and then people fight back like, "At least you don't have to go to the gym." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so said, "Hey Kuma, what's wrong with you?" And then Kuma
Where you going,
bounced.
Kuma?
Yeah, and then he's like, "Where you? Yeah, exactly. Where you going?" And then he kind of just like sat there, like, I wonder what's happening." You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't any like. I love Dragon. You guys know Dragon's my goat. I want him to be cool.
I don't like Dragon.
But these last few instances of Dragon's portrayal, not my favorite.
He just seems so lost.
Yo, it's almost like,
I don't want to be that guy,
Zoro's
but
dad.
Dragon seems so freaking lost every time we see him, bro. Like everything that happens, Dragon is shocked.
Wait,
not even that
Dragon
crazy
is
anymore.
Zoro's dad.
What?
Cause he's a storm. And his dad's name is Arashi, right? So and he has the same hairdo in the silhouette. Oh my god.
But
Luffy,
Arashi's confirmed dead though.
Dragon's a clone. I'm joking, but like Arashi was a clone. That's my favorite part, where it's like at the end of it, like if the theory doesn't work out, it's a clone. It's a clone. Oh, did I miss a super chat? You skipped Remix King super chat. Was that a recent?
Dragon.
I don't know if I've gotten to Remix King, but I did miss one actually. It was Ricker. Ricker super chatted. Oh, I did skip $5 super chat says, I hope Oda explains how the satellites were created. Oh no, I did read that one. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't think I've gotten to it yet then. Let me see. The next one would be Yuna. €5 super chat says, the event that will shock the world is going to be a planetary attack by Enel that will act like a Congress hockey by taking out the fodder civilians. So that's what's gonna shock the world, that the fodder civilians are gonna die, not like actual important people. You know what's funny is that Enel couldn't even kill the people on Skypiea. Cool, great. Like he targeted these people, saying that they would die, and then we saw what was the dude's name? Papaya
Wiper.
or something?
Papagus.
No, Papag is the starfish.
Oh wait.
Papaya. Papaya.
Papaya. Something like
Payapa?
that.
There's definitely those letters. Put them together.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He didn't even die, and he was supposed to die. Let's see. Cookie Ninja, $10 super chat says, "Do the Vegapunk Pagaya." There we go.
Pagaya.
There we go. Let me double check again with the super chats, just in case, because I might not have gone to it yet. If it didn't, and I did skip it 3-day, then pull it out for me.
If we missed it 3-day, we're never gonna read that super chat. We're gonna avoid it from now on.
Okay. Cookie Ninja with a $10 super chat says, do the Vegapunks upload their memories every day? If that's the case, I was thinking maybe you could just revive Shaka by giving him a new body and planting his memories. Yeah, I think that's highly plausible, right? Because that's kind of what it felt like when Alice was even saying those things. It's like, we have organoids, we can redo things, and then they can just re-download them, and at the end of the day they're just clones anyways. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know if they're like grown, like he said, clones of his personality, but that was something that I didn't even know. Is York a person that was grown, or is York a created person? Like, we don't actually get the context with Lilith, York, those two being the main humanoid people, that if
we'll
they were
find out
hurt
in the next SBS.
Why would we find out in the next SBS? Are you memeing on Oda?
No, yeah, that's just the meme.
So like if they were humanoids, that might detract from it, but you're right. Like, I think, you know what would be crazy if Alice and York were actually humanoid, because if those are the two people we're narrowing down on, all the other robotic ones might not be as uncontrollable. Oh, you know what? That might play into the whole when we got introduced. Lilith said, like, I can't get rid of primal desires.
Yeah.
Right? Greed,
I
wrath,
can't get rid of the desire.
If these are humanoids, right, and they're clones, we're seeing through the Seraphims that even Boa is able to enforce their own like emotions, kind of thing, and that's like, I'm thinking that's related to the Conqueror's Haki thing, because that's the only confirmed Conqueror Haki user amongst the current Seraphims, and that might explain why they're the only one able to talk and emote. And if York and Atlas are, or no, Alice we know is a robot, it'd be Lilith. But York, if York is a clone of somebody, that somebody might be important, because if that other person has a primal desire that can't be controlled, that could be conflating in this this situation. It could be that the primal desires couldn't be erased. Their lineage factors stayed concise or intact, not concise.
Do you think Luffy's mother is going to be called Lucy, like Lucifer and Light? I
like
really
that.
like the name Lucy.
I
but
like that.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Luffy's mother will be a big role in the story. I can't tell.
I like Lucy. I'm not opposed to that name.
But yeah, name wise, I like it. Pretty solid.
Mr. Bushido, €2. Oh, I read this. Neo Mads meets Dusty, goes to Impel Down, gets Queen. Oh, no, I didn't read this. Neo Mads meets Dusty, goes to Impel Down, and gets Queen. Why did you write go to with like the number? You had enough characters, right, to put TO. Like it's one more character.
It looks cool. It looks cooler like that part. You don't understand.
Neo Mads meets Stussy, goes to Impel Down, gets Queen. Gross. But
I
sure.
like it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm totally down with it. I think Jerma 66 has enough of a force in number wise to take on Impel Down.
I mean they could
especially right now
replace all of the prisoners with their own clones, and then they're like fair trade.
They would never know.
They would never know. Hamaji Kenzan with a $10 super chat, but no message. Hamaji, if you meant to send a message, let the people know, or let the mods know. But I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. That really helps out since my emu video got demonetized and I can't really do much about it. So if it accrues more views on it, it's just not gonna have any money added. But
Hamaji actually wrote down a message because it was his first super chat.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He says, "You guys are my favorite on YouTube. Just a small tangent, but how do you guys feel about the real Kuma being a bomb on Marie Joie and S Bear getting real Kuma's memories? Just a thought."
That's a good thought. You have good thoughts. I like thoughts. I like your thoughts. That's a cool thought. Now, Kuma being a bomb. See, it has like implications like culturally, also like you know, the same reason why Pell was brought back alive apparently due to a certain event. It might be a little too close to home to like make someone a bomb, and they you know, we can say this kamikaze, like, you know, like we're not gonna essentially turn Kuma into a fighter jet plane, but I do like the second part where the S Bear gets the thoughts, and then he's like, oh, and he gets like a Zoro like shocking moment, and then he's like, I'm back, and he's like an adult version, like but in a kid's body, and he's just broken. I like that. I do like that. Pedro,
It's not bad.
Pedro is a bomb, but how many times can he do that? How many times can you? But that also might not like be as bad because he's like a jaguar, so like people might not look at that the same way, you know, as Kuma. Kuma got some melanin in it, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
It's like the One Piece 9/11.
oh my god,
Marie
we
Joie
were
won't let anybody
skirting.
else in there, bro.
We were
After
skirting.
that, like they're gonna start checking ships for bombs and everything. It's gonna be crazy in the One Piece
Their
world.
TSA is gonna
Actually
go hard.
unthinkable and shocking events.
Yeah, except
The introduction of TSA.
the new Navy branch, the TSA. And the best part is they're gonna be as incompetent as the TSA in our real world. I don't know if you guys know this, but they like
Did they let Pedro walk by?
yeah,
This guy's fine.
they stress tested the TSA like last year or something, and they said that 90% of the threats made it past the TSA.
TSA caught no one, bro.
Like I think it was 99% of it. It was really bad. It was either 99 or
It's one of those
91.
numbers you just want to hide at that point. Like,
Yeah.
if my TSA numbers were that bad, as a president of the United States, I wouldn't even say it. I'd be like, yo, keep that under wraps. Kill everybody who
Yeah.
knows about the numbers.
Your taxes go there, and then I feel like the main response to that, or at least my main response, is like, wait, so they're just assholes then? Like they just don't do anything, they just like shout at you. Like it's honestly the most real quick a tangent, and maybe we'll talk about it in the podcast.
Part talking about the TSA.
Is like, for me, it's the only main thing that the TSA is upsetting to me about is because they are the first people that foreigners interact with when they come to the United States. And when you go elsewhere, sure, you get your person who's tired and angry, but I've had a fair share of really great interactions with customs and their TSA in other countries. And I say that because I'm also brown, so I get stopped regardless of what country it is because of name stuff, and without fail, this is a proven thing. And so I get to interact with them. They're really nice. You come to the States, bro. I was born here. I live here. I got the FBI check. My dad got the FBI check.
Parter's gonna kill somebody.
And they just still check me to this day.
Pat him
Like,
down, pat him
the
down.
story is when I was like 4 or 5 years old, they took me aside. Like me and my dad, they put us in separate rooms, and I was just this 4 or 5 years separate from three hours, and I just like walked back to my mom and like, what are they asking? I was like, I don't know, stuff, and like I don't know what to say. What
Dang, even as a kid, they thought you were sus, bro.
yeah, and so like the point being is like now you realize like at the time, you know, tensions are heightened, but like 20 years later we haven't improved, and they're the first window into the US, and honestly it's a fair representation, especially of like New York, of like just being shouted at for no reason. But like that's what upsets me, because I've seen like
You've experienced it actually.
I've experienced it, but I've seen like you know, like when you're traveling, one of the cool parts is like meeting people that you end up traveling with and just like talking, like getting to know people, and like the kindest people just getting shouted at, and they're just like stumbling, and they're not used to like people having that kind of like anxiety, right? Like social anxiety, that's a thing. Like the guy's like, why aren't you moving fast? It's like, well, why are you shouting at them? People don't operate like that. Like, and that's what's upsetting, because I've seen that, and I'm like in those times I'm like, I help those people, and or like my wife will help, and it's just like,
Yeah.
then they'll shout at you like, don't help them. I'm like, come on, you want the line to move faster. It's like you can check me instead of them.
No, TSA is pretty scuffed. I've never stopped, but it's a fear of mine to always get stopped anyways. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's like the worst thing that could happen to you.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll go there and I'm like, I can't look at anybody. I gotta look straight. I can't be on my phone. It's like the last thing I want to do is get stopped.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I
100%.
feel bad for everybody who actually does for like no reason.
That is I. So I think the stream's about to go
It's
down.
you lived through that.
Stream's about to go down in 1 second. Yep. So this is to you, Sai. I'll just do one more super chat, and then this gifted thing, and then we'll just like close out and then do our
Bet. The
the
final.
final.
That's a good one. Come to India, you'll feel at home here.
Bro, no, the thing is, sometimes, like, especially when you have like an American passport,
Yeah.
like they treat you worse sometimes. But that in India, respectively, they were
can see
fine.
that.
India was fine. Bangladesh was when you enter, it's fine. When you leave, they check you extra. And I'm like, why? Like, what do you? Where the security is stronger over there than it is here. Like, what are you gonna do with your bootleg security system that they're not gonna do at their check? And it's just like the goofiest thing. And I mean, because they have like 4 checks, and one of them is by like a higher strain, so they just like, it's just extra. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Let's see when let me, when it's back up.
Customs in the U.S. are usually chill though.
Customs is fine, but the customs, they don't do much, right? Like they just kind of look at the picture and whatever. It's the TSA,
and that's
it's like
it.
the guard. It's going par. Oh wait, are we back? Are we back up, guys?
Oh, we're back. Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Back to the TSA talk. Hey, the homies don't like the TSA.
just in case, if you guys tuned in late and you guys want to see this conversation, the live stream might be scuffed when it gets uploaded on the YouTube thing, but it should fix in like a day. In 1 day, it should fix if you want to see these conversations, because the earlier part should be fine. Hopefully, I pray. If not, and you want to see the chapter reaction, it'll be uploaded to the VOD. I'll upload that immediately as backup, and the entire thing should be there because the Twitch side should have been fine for the most part. Now, Remix King sent a super chat. I don't know when it was or how much because I didn't cross it, but I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Says, I think this S Flamingo with Bond Clay Fruit the motive to become a celestial dragon, killing his father, his stance, and framing. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, we memed all of that stuff prior, and I convinced myself that, like, I see Asflamingo. But when you threw out the his stance, when you said the his stance thing and York is in his stance, that hit a little bit different. That hits a little bit different. That's cool. I like it. And framing someone else so you can obtain control all line up. That's not a... You know what? The Esflamingo fire is not completely dead.
It's not extinguished yet. There's still hope.
If you want to hold on to that fire, be my guest.
Pick up the torch for the Esflamingo theory.
I was always watching carefully afar from this fireplace, right? This is a fire that could easily... Not a fire, a bonfire. It could easily turn into a wildfire, sure. But the thing about wildfires, it's hard to control. Easy to get burned, and it could leave you
the wildfire.
It could leave you distraught. And now last super chat I see, Michael Mays Jr. Two things. Oh, actually no, three things. Okay. Maxo $5 super chat says, I think Alice is using York's greed to set up her scheme, luring her in with the promise of fulfilling her desires. I like that. That's another way to look at it. I think we talked about it, how there's more than one way that either of them could work. I think York's is the simpler way. Atlas is the more big-brained way. I think if they're working together, that's honestly harder now that I think about it because of the whole uploading punk records thing. York makes it a lot easier. There's a way that Atlas makes it work. But I see it. Anything in between those two characters, I'm generally a fan of. I'm sure a lot of people come to different ideas. I might make a video cementing what my idea is before 1079 is released, because I imagine 1079 is going to be spoiled on Sunday because that's what happened this week. And if next chapter is going to give us motive and like how everything's being done, I think it's going to go crazy. So try to get that video out. Michael Mays Jr. $5 super chat says, also, I thought being a celestial dragon was a birthright, not something you can earn. I thought so too, but there's 2 times, I believe. One of the main ones is chapter 907, or no, 904. Stelly asks Garp to put in a good word for him so he could become a celestial dragon, and then he's also like trying to milk up like at the empty throne to become a celestial dragon, I think. So it kind of implies that there is a way to become a celestial dragon. It is interesting because it's a very implied thing that could come from Stelly's ignorance, or it could come from Stelly's knowledge of royals, right? We don't necessarily...
It could be marriage. What if York wants to marry Saint Saturn?
That's cursed. That is cursed. Yeah, I'd marry York. Fine. I don't blame Saint J. Garcia. Anything. I mean, we're in like the woman empowerment era, right? Like, you marry for money and power. Go girl, right? You go girl, go boss queen, right? Like, how's it go, boss lady?
You got it, York. Marry into wealth.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! Support it.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Michael Mays Jr. with the $5 super chat says, since Sanji's Newport didn't get destroyed from S Shark, that punch, did he use Rio or was that a gag? I think it's Rio. Michael Mays Jr., I actually thought I responded to you in the Twitch thing as D Legend. I don't know if you realize that, but I think Sanji is that guy. I think Sanji is that guy. But also, S Shark could have punched the other side of his face, and Sanji observation hockey moved to the other side of his mouth. All things are plausible. I just think it's cool that Jinbei hit him. Lunarian Jinbei hit him. Probably with Fishman Karate. And Sanji's like, you done? You done, little kid? Like, that's kind of what he was looking at.
It's super Chad.
Yeah, it's a cool one. The shock on Par's face, yeah, from when he said he was married. I like, sometimes when Sai says something, I'm like, God damn it. No.
So it's funny because I can't see your cam.
Oh,
on Discord.
I didn't turn it on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait,
no, you're good. You're good. So sometimes I can't see if you're still there, if you lagged out. So whenever there's a silence, I'm like, which one is it?
Oh, you should have told me. Oh wait, now I'm talking to myself. Hold on. But with that, hold on. Actually, now laggy thing. But wait a second. My Streamlabs. Hello.
The camera's like, yo, like that was it. This last straw.
Okay. Let me just turn it off so it's fine. Oh no, it's my Streamlabs. My Streamlabs is like, I'm done with you. All right. Clearly.
2 bars. Why is one of them frozen?
That's what I was saying. I was gonna say.
So cursed.
It's just like you smiling. I just.
Wait, what? What? This is like It Follows or Smile. Like, what's going on here?
At least it was a good face to freeze on.
Is this foreshadowing to the to the cloning thing?
The hologram. Sai was a hologram this entire time. I used the AI to clone his voice.
You got me.
Yeah. So clearly there's a lot of technical difficulties. I want to thank you guys for being here and sticking out all of them, because there's still like 400 plus people. So shout outs to you guys. This is a great reaction. I loved it. This is a great chapter.
It was okay. I give it a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10 is a fair one from Sai. I think my thing was, if you guys go back and look at my reaction, actually, there was so many times where I paused and was like, eh. And so, you know, like the reveal itself carried, in my opinion. I think the latter half of it carried. Like when we got that narrator box, and it started like heavy-handed narrating the thing, that was next level for sure. For sure, that was crazy.
Horror's face is scarier than York's at the end of the chapter.
Oh no.
The face is just smile. Is this a picture of you, or is this just you smiling from today?
No, that's it. It froze on me, and now it's
Okay.
refusing to go to you, which is crazy. Which is like, how did that happen? How did we swap sides? This doesn't even make sense for Streamlabs to do. Hold on, let me. I can fix it right now. There we go.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Because it wasn't.
It picked a perfect face. It was like a
Yeah.
picturesque, really. Double bar is cursed. Evil bar.
Yo, we have fun here. Even my computer
That's
likes
so
to have
good.
fun. And my computer is the equivalent of Punk Records right now. It's memeing. You know, honestly, Punk Records could still be here, right? Punk Records could be poisoning the minds. And you know, that's important, because if you watch the short that I posted this morning, Stussy's entire creation is so much more sus when you realize that Gorosei detail around bats. The Gorosei have a connection to bats that most people don't even recognize. And that implies that, hey, maybe the Gorosei had a hand in creating Stussy. You take with that what you will, but just know that this is the knock up stream. Thank you guys for getting knocked up with me, with thanks to Oda. Oda knocked us up real hard with these York panels, 100%. Honestly, most of us ended up like Shaka in this thing. You know, hopefully Oda doesn't end it with a fart. He ends it with just a clean cheek pick. And then, you know, as always, we end the knock up stream with the Milky Way stream, which you guys, new guys, are probably like, oh god, I'm never tuning back in. Just know that Oda wrote that. After the knock up stream was the Milky Way road, Milky Way stream. And on the Milky Way stream, I bring on my favorite booty call guest, Sai. I haven't said that in a long time. Felt appropriate. Yep, there's a lot of AOs. There's a lot of eyebrow raises. But yeah. So with that in mind, if you guys haven't seen my Zoro video, please check out the Zoro video, because that's my like new favorite video. It's gonna line up for a lot of different things. I'm probably gonna call Mosh, post a discussion with Mosh tomorrow, like a 1 hour, 2 hour one of those videos, because I feel like those have been really great. Also, Mosh low-key predicted the York side of things, so I'm gonna hit him with the Atlas side, because he brought up the York thing in our previous call and he predicted basically everything besides Celestial Dragon. So I'm gonna hit him with the Atlas side and see what he has to say. And then what's it called, Sunday I might do a stream, and I'm probably gonna get another video out over the weekend, and me and Sai, we're gonna have our discussion that's gonna get posted up tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys for 1079. Glad
Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah.
I appreciate it too.
Thank you guys for showing up, sticking by being loyal fans, overcoming the Gorosei, overcoming the Hockey Blast, all of that. Appreciate all of you guys. See you guys soon.